with any parking?
Affirm, taxi at your discretion. Well, actually, continue taxiing to holding point runway 02 and Foxtrot.
Stand by. On the 162, our charts don't have any taxiway names, and I think we're running outdated default scenery. Can we just park at the nearest ramp?
Okay, Roger, no problem. You can just go ahead and park.
Roger.
No, Bromley 19916.
United 916, welcome to Brooklyn Team Taxi to gate number 2 via main taxiway.
Yes, thank you, sir.
The route 232, contact tower 118.7. Good flight.
117, the route 232. Welcome.
Ground, good evening, Barrack 35, IFR clearance please to Little Rock with a flyable 370.
Last aircraft calling standby, break, Giant 1471, ground.
Can you just give that volume just up a fraction? Oh, that'd be a lot. Yeah.
There?
Yeah.
Giant 1471, ground.
Giant 1471, go ahead.
Giant 1471, can you please recycle your chest pointer to 4735?
4735, Giant 1471.
35. 4735.
4735, Giant 1471.
Ground, Alaska 705, ready to copy our IFR clearance to Orlando.
Alaska 705, stand by your number 2.
They got PDC here, do you?
No.
Okay.
You can hear him calling, so.
Yeah.
Bravo Oscar Alpha Charlie 35. What's your call sign again?
Ground, Barrack 35.
Roger, thank you. Babak 35, are you ready to copy clearance?
I'm ready, go ahead. Ground, Barrack 35 is ready, go ahead.
Roger, Babak 35, you're cleared to destination Kilo Lima India Tango via the Bonito 1 departure. Measure climb 19,000 for final flight level 370. Departure frequency 119.1 and squawk 4736.
Clear that file, BTO 1 at departure, 19,000 feet, initial, cleared to flight level 370, and departure frequency 119.1, squawk 4736, Barrack 35.
Babak 35 feedback is correct. Notify me when ready for push to start.
Ground, this is Alaska 705. Hey, if it's easier for you, we could take it in text for our clearance.
Alaska 705, no problem. I'm with you right now. And are you able to take the Bonito 1 departure, Bravo Tango Oscar 1?
Stand by ground.
Roger.
Come on.
Just jump in the lull.
Ground Aussie 121 for Orlando, request airways.
Aussie 121, stand by your number 2.
121.
Ground course 7600 course, Orlando.
Qantas 300, stand by your number 3. Correction, Qantas 7300, your number 3, stand by.
Good day, Emirates 9242, request clearance to Orlando.
Emirates 9242, Roger, stand by your number 4.
Ground Avalanche 12 with you.
Avalanche 12, go ahead.
With us?
No.
Just exit off runway 02.
Avalanche 12, taxi to gate number 2 via main taxiway.
Benito that waypoint, Dad.
Gate number 2, main taxiway for Avalanche 12.
At the seat?
Yeah, it's gotta be a
Good
Benito
morning,
one.
Japan 875. Request clearance to Orlando. Stand by, call me.
Orlando. Orlando.
Stand by, call me.
Benito 1, you reckon? Eh?
Yeah, that's what he was giving everyone else.
That's what he gave everyone else.
Scan 705, are you able to take the departure?
I'm gonna do unable at this time. We cannot do that departure.
It's labeled as the B Bravo Tango Oscar 1. LC 121 ground.
Ground 121, go ahead.
And 121, are you able to fly the Bonito Bravo Tango Oscar 1 departure?
Affirmative, Aussie 121.
LC 121, are you ready to copy clearance?
Affirmative, 121.
LC 121, you're clear to Orlando via the Bonito 1 departure. Initial climb, flight level 190, final flight level 390, departure frequency 119.1 and squawk 4737.
Clear to Orlando via the Benito 01 departure, flight level 190, initial, final flight level 390, and 119.1, squawk 4731, Aussie 121.
Squawk is going to be 4737, Aussie 121.
4737, Aussie 121.
Aussie 121, read records correct. Notify me when ready for push to start.
121, Walker.
Kidoke. Code, altitude, and departure are all in.
Cool.
Ground
Okay, flight plan standard, ATC clearance, we've got IRS selectors, I did. V-speeds.
Done. Fox
Yep.
taxi to Holy Point.
36,
Runway
37, and
02 via
44.
Fox
I've got 36 and 44 pink. FMS prep,
Everything looks done.
Cross-check flight plan.
Ground traffic 705. Yeah, we can do the Bravo Tango after 1.
The Bonito one looks pretty much straight out with a right turn all the way up.
To Talag and then up.
Yeah, we're all the way to 19,000, so that won't be a problem.
Are you able to take the Bonito Bravo Tango after 1 departure?
Overhead panel.
And also here at flight level 31030.
Now turn that down for 2.
That's fine.
Overhead panel, extinguish lights. Engine masters.
Both off.
Okay, engine mode select.
Norm.
Landing gear.
Down 3 green.
Flaps.
Up.
Speed brake.
Retracted.
Park brake.
On.
Brake fan.
He is coming off.
Are you able to take...
Engine fire.
1 APU. 2.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Reverses.
Stowed.
APU.
Available.
Nav lights.
On.
Transponder code is set.
Yep.
And pre-start. Cockpit lighting.
Yeah, it's good.
And fuel quantity.
Yeah, we got enough.
32 tonne, 33 almost.
Yep.
Cross-check. FMS takeoff data, I've got 136 blue, 144 red.
Yep.
Beacon
is on.
Okay, we are down to push and start.
Yep.
I'll put the transponder on and find out where we are.
So it'll be face left and just there's only one taxiway.
Okay, push and start. Righto, volume coming up.
So we come up,
1471 on the military open request pushback.
we come up on the charts here,
Oh, yeah.
so we can always see where we are.
Got it.
Cargo level 20 Alpha Fox 1 to Tower 118.7.
Ground Aussie 121, request push and start.
Giant 1431 pushes approved to contact and notify me when ready to taxi.
Push approved, then we'll call back to the taxi. Thanks, Charlie 1471.
Aussie 121 pushes is approved.
Push and start, Aussie 121. Okay, face left you said?
Yep.
Okay. It's on, pack and brake, it's off. And we're moving.
And start check.
Key-dock coming up. APU bleed.
Is on.
Engine mode select.
Ignition start.
Park brake.
Off.
Push brake.
Started.
Started. Engine master 1 and 2.
1's coming up.
And 2. Just here when you're ready.
Yeah.
In these seats, Budgie, you can feel the engines. They've got speakers underneath to vibrate the seats.
Got it.
And 1. Fuel flow EGT.
And stop there.
And it is stopped. Brake. Cool.
So anyone on the network, like this guy's flying as a Cargo Lux.
Yep.
7478, and
Yep.
so he comes up. As it, so he doesn't just come up as anything, yeah.
Yep. It comes up as he really is.
Yep.
That is
Oh, good old FedEx.
1187.
2's coming up.
Cool. Tower's ready on the box. And approach 1197 or 1. And 2 and 1 fuel flow EGT.
Takes a while for it to load off, doesn't it?
Yeah. Real ones do too.
Really?
Take a while to spool
I
up.
guess there's a fair bit of
A lot of iron there.
lot of iron to move.
Yeah.
Or titanium, I guess.
Yeah.
Nope. Go around.
Look at the attitude.
He's turned the corner and gone, no.
Yeah, no.
Alright,
Okay.
both started.
Okay, engine after start engine mode select.
Is norm.
APU bleed.
Is off.
Park brake.
Set.
Okay, pre-taxi now or after the clearance?
No, now it's fine.
Pitch trim.
Um,
Going to flight controls, you there.
Set.
Autopilot, initial flight level
19,000.
190. What's the transition altitude?
19,000.
19, is it?
Yep.
Okay. And what's the QNH?
1013.
1013, we're good. Okay. So autopilot, flight director is on my side.
On my side.
Flight displays, I've got 3,300 feet.
Yep.
Slight nose down, wings level, no airspeed, 236 in the heading.
Yep.
Speed brake.
Is armed.
Flight controls.
Full left. Full right. Up. Down. Left rudder. Right rudder.
My controls. Up. Down. Right wing down. Left wing down. Right.
John
pedal,
1471,
left
no
pedal.
request taxi.
Your controls.
Yep.
Dan,
Claps.
1471, taxi to Holy
Two.
2 via Foxtrot.
Those lights.
And are you gonna
Taxi.
need runway expression?
Pre-taxi's done, I'll call.
AFM and taxi.
Just turn it down a bit.
Foxtrot holding point, John 1471.
Out there?
Yep.
Is there information on
That's
this?
as much as there was.
Yeah, okay.
And so John
Information
1471, did you want
Yep.
just a taxi down the grass on the, so we don't have to cross?
No, negative. Continue straight on. And
We'll
just hold short if
get
you're
a
too
right-hand turn here somewhere. You
Yeah, it's
Okay, sure.
straight down the
Hopefully
instead of
we
right.
can probably take off from that intersection.
Roger.
What are you?
Huh?
You said we'll take off from that intersection. What?
He was talking about taxiing over the
Yeah,
grass.
I
great.
think he's on the other side.
Ground Aussie 121, request taxi.
Aussie 121, taxi to only point runway 02 via main taxiway in Alpha QNH 1013.
Taxi to holding point 02 via main taxiway Alpha QNH 1013, receive Romeo. Aussie 121. Right.
Background, we're 42,
Taxi checklist, auto brake coming to maximum.
Yep.
I got
configuration,
calling at
I'll
the
do
same
it.
time.
No bill.
Was calling first. Go ahead.
And ECAM warning.
It's
We're looking
9242,
good.
request startup.
There's another guy coming in.
It's 9242. Version start approved. Notify me when ready to taxi.
Let me know when you want the pre-takeoff.
Push through Ever Sign 242, choose.
Who was the
Right.
other aircraft calling for taxi?
Short runway.
Box 35,
That
calling for push.
Turn them off.
35.
Oh, he's not ready.
Yeah. Start as approved. Looks like runway
Maybe
02
didn't
for
know it.
departure.
For a taxi.
Approved for 02 departure.
Want the pre-takeoff?
Yeah.
ECAM is clear.
Yeah.
Instrument tower warning.
Tower 118.
Laptop
Decimal 7
is
has
stowed.
the flight.
Speeds 136.
Aussie 121. Contact tower 118. Decimal 7 has the flight.
118.7, thanks for your help, Aussie 121.
Ground on 121, decimal 9.
Speeds
Thank
136,
you, and we'll echo and contact
And on my speed.
Ignition start.
Landing lights,
Contain Tower, hello, Giant 1471, there's flow ready.
Yep.
nose lights and strobe.
Giant 1
And transponder is on.
Evening, Contain
Tower,
Tower,
evening, post takeoff.
departures, you have one aircraft on approach who's not responsive. Understood, Giant 1471.
Tower, Aussie 121 with you, ready, runway 02.
Aussie 121 Heavy, welcome on board, you're number 2 for departure.
Number 2, Aussie 121 heavy.
Where's the other aircraft?
Yeah, the holding point.
Oh,
behind
it was the short one.
Which is interesting because that's Worldflight Perth and they're at a 747, so
Good evening, wind 60 degrees, 6 knots, clear to land on the 02.
good luck to them.
Let me 02, second 415.
Okay, engines there.
Giant 1471, do you request the full runway? We like a challenge, we might just try it from here. Okay, Giant 1471, heavy behind the landing, TACAF 458 319, line up and wait behind. Behind the landing, 319, line up and wait, runway 02, Giant 1471.
I read it Oh, ages ago, but I've never done it before, and it made a difference the other day leaving Nome after you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Using the APU bleed to turn the
Requesting
packs
power,
off.
Jasmine 07 again.
You do get a little bit
Want
more.
to try,
You get a little bit more APR out of it.
02 approach again.
Makes sense. It's 6,000 feet. That will be right.
107, continue approach number 2.
Piece of cake.
Number 2, Jasmine 07.
3,000 feet DA or whatever. Yeah,
That's right. That's why you only got 33 tons of fuel.
that's true.
So yeah, throttles are real, flaps are real, park brakes are real.
Yep.
Everything. Oh, this panel's real, that panel's real. Everything else is a replica.
Really?
Made.
So how did you do all the...
So these are bought. A guy in the UK makes them.
Yeah.
So he's got a business. So all of the replica panels
Yeah.
are from the same guy.
Got it.
So the overheads are from replica, and he
Right.
builds it. The FCU's all replica. The instrument panel, the actual plastic fascia,
Yep.
is out of a real aeroplane. Malaysian Airlines 330 that got retired.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but landing gear levers, that panel's all replicas.
That's amazing.
Yeah. The tiller, both sides,
Yep.
they're real. Side sticks are replicas. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Here comes one.
Okay.
These panels here, just that panel there is real.
Yep.
And these panels here, and they were critical in getting the angle right to then build the rest
To
of
do
it.
the rest of it.
You did a good job. Helps if you're smaller.
So because you got these two that are real, and you buy these that are replicas, that effectively sets your instrument panel depth, and then these slot straight in.
Slot straight in.
Yeah.
Huh?
Same with this. We know the distance from there to there, basically.
Yep.
So we could position everything. So there's a couple of panels that were bought for reasons
Got it.
to be able to build it.
Delta 450,
Yeah.
welcome to Tongue Contain. Make next left to enable and contact ground number 121.719.
That's available, 121.9, Delta 450, thanks.
But every switch works.
1471, you're fully
That's
ready.
great. So there's nothing, it's just
Except for wipers and
Giant
undersell.
1471, wind 60 degrees, 6 knots, clear for takeoff on the
But we can,
Clarify my 02, John 1471.
I think we turn the audio off for them. You can make evacuation command.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How cool is
Not
that?
even.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
You checked out the windows.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
They're real Qantas seats you're sitting on.
I did recognise those.
So Lorraine and Matthew organised them for us.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. I told her I was chasing some, and Matthew made some phone calls, and he went, "There's a 330 getting a cabin refit. You got to drive to Brisbane and pick them up. They're free." We went,
wind 60
Done.
degrees,
Done.
6 knots, clear to land, 102.
Clear to land, runway 02, Jasmine 07.
the only thing that's not A330 is the throttles.
Because these were like $2,000 or something, US.
Yeah.
And the real ones were like 10 or something.
Yeah, because at the time, there was one A330 that was still available and had the price tag of one. At the time this was available, there was about 30 A340 ones available, and they were just, no one wants
No
them.
one wanted them.
So all we did is internally just bolted 1 and 2 together. You still only push 2 levers up, and these both come up individually.
Got it.
But so you're still only pushing 2 engines up. But
Behind the landing, A320, line up and wait, runway 02 behind.
Behind the landing A320, line up and wait Aussie 121.
Yeah. Oh, I assume that must have come from an A340.
yeah,
Yeah.
Solid as though, and all the ironmongery underneath.
Yeah.
They're not going to break.
we had a replica one before, and all it did in the detents, like you can hear that click in, and it actually clicks in.
Yep.
All it did before was just clicked a micro switch, so it didn't actually click into anything.
Oh,
so you had to
really
just
cool.
kind of like listen to it and watch it, and it was just a pain in the ass. As soon as Dad and I felt these, we were like, "Oh, that's pretty freaking nice."
We're buying them.
Yeah, buying those.
Just go without food for a month until we're buying them.
As you do.
And these were only put in this Worldflight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you do the engine start? Just a button.
So it all goes just to a USB card.
Yep.
that just changes switches. So a lot of the stuff that's real has to go to special cards.
Got it.
All the replica stuff has their own USB port. It's all built into it.
Yeah.
So that's got its own USB, that's got its own USB, this is all one USB. The whole overhead is one USB port.
Incredible.
But yeah, these things here go to a USB that converts a switch to a...
Yeah.
These are real, these reading lights, and back, the circuit breaker panels, that all went in this year.
Okay.
Mainly just for some extra lighting for us. Dad's got his off. Just for some extra lighting.
Got it.
We used to run these, but they're just too bright.
That's too bright.
Just too, yeah. Especially flying at night, like having that on to be able to see was just too bright.
Yeah.
Target Emirates 9242.
Maybe you crashed.
Plowed into the hill.
Yeah.
Last station calling, confirm Wilson again. Emirates 9242. Emirates 9242, good evening. You're number 3 for departure. Jazz 107, welcome to Toncontin. Left to enable, ground on 121 decimal liner.
Dude, I didn't even see him come in.
Thank you very much. Ground at 121 decimal liner. Jazz 107 and
Just ask him.
No worries, it happens. LC 121, you're fully ready?
Aussie 121 is lining up. Yeah, I didn't see.
Yeah, I didn't see
We're
him out.
gas bagging this.
Yeah, that starts 0, E7.
Okay, bang,
Trent's
bang.
coming in.
20, continue approach, number 1.
0,
That's not funny.
1.
The guy on approach
Sorry, forget.
donated $100 to our team.
Oh, wow.
Trent lives in Melbourne.
POC. Bravo Oscar Alpha Charlie 35, welcome, your number 2 for
On
departure.
runway. 0,
5 number 2, thank you. LC 121, wind 40 degrees, 6 knots, clear for takeoff on the 02.
Runway 02, clear takeoff, Aussie 121.
Flex is set.
Thought you were in a hurry to get off.
Yeah, it's alright.
SP's alive.
7300, good evening, your number 4 for departure.
Yeah, we'll go Togo.
$100
Tower X-ray Alpha Oscar Romeo India on the VOR runway 2 approach.
Yeah.
Togo was a good call.
X-ray Alpha Oscar Romeo India,
Veto.
your number 2 for the approach.
Veto. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear coming up. Oh, that's cool.
RC 121, contact Senamero 133.5.
133.5. Thanks for your help. G'day, Aussie 121.
Jetstar 20, wind.
Tonkin approach, Aussie 121, with you passing 5,500 for 19,000.
Sorry.
Aussie 121, contact line maintain flight level 390.
Jeez.
Climb and maintain flight level 390, Aussie 121.
Pretty easy.
And flaps up.
Flaps coming up.
Oh, geez,
Running.
get over there.
Flaps indicator.
Climb check.
Post takeoff landing gear is up, lights are out, flaps are up and indicating climb checklist engine mode select.
Norm please.
Normal, APU is coming off.
And packs 1 and 2 on please.
Yep. And APU is off, speed brake is coming disarmed. Lights nose and take off, I'll get them. Retract. Off. Climb checklist done. We should be here for a while, so I'll let Budgie sit in the seat for a bit.
So,
You're good?
So the autopilot's engaged, or are you hand flying it?
I'm hand flying
He's hand flying it.
Yeah.
You can tell here.
Yep.
AP1. I'll just punch it in and out, Sambo.
Yep.
You can see it come on.
Got it.
And then it's back off, and then we get a warning because I. Yeah, that was trick. Did I bump that?
No, actually, I'd hit it to disengage it.
Oh, okay. You can jump in and have a seat.
Oh, sure.
It's a bit smoother out of that turbulence.
What's the turbulence, was it?
Yeah, it was just going like that. I just let it fly through it. I don't try and chase it.
Got it. That's just like the real thing. I assume the real thing's got an EFB sitting here.
So we do 290 knots up to 29,000.
Yep.
At 29,000 we change to 0.79. And then once we level out we go to 0.84.
Got it. And will it sequence automatically?
Yep. Yeah, it'll just keep going through.
Cool.
Get rid of that.
So the green lines are basically command bars in the 3 dimensions?
Yep. So we've manually set a speed dashed up on the so I've manually set 290 knots.
Yep.
Dashed up here in the heading means we're following the flight plan. So you can see it's in nav mode.
Yep.
And then it's an altitude with basically a whatever vertical speed.
Whatever it gets.
Yeah. I mean, if I wanted to set 2,000 feet per minute, being that we're at 3, it would just the power would just come back.
Come back.
Yeah.
Yep.
121 squawk 4737 and fly direct to Pavel.
4737 and direct Pavel, Aussie 121.
There you go.
Must have bumped that.
Okay, and so how do you change range scales?
Up here.
Okay.
So being that Pavel is 400 nautical miles away,
it's not going to appear.
It's not going to come up. Right, so we've just gone through transition, so just that nod.
122, contact center number 134.5.
Standard.
Got it. So one was...
Even though we were on standard. Yeah. And same on the way back down, we just push it in to flick it back over.
Got it.
But obviously it knows through the nav database where we are. So see how it's flashing QNH at me?
Yep.
That's the indication to go to standard.
Got it. So it knows in this region, transition levels at...
so the nav data
is
even in date. Obviously it goes out of date tomorrow, but we're not going to change it halfway through Worldflight. So it flies on what's labelled as the current cycle, but it's actually the previous world cycle. So it's one cycle out. The database is one cycle out, but it labels itself as the current cycle, and they do that so someone can't strip the data out and try and use it in the So the charts are the same. The charts, if a chart gets updated in real world, these charts don't, because they match whatever the box is. So they're done by the same company.
Got it.
If you hit close on that that tab, no, keep going across. That there, no, down a bit. On that, vertical bar there, just hit close up the top. That's the overview of our flight now.
Got it.
Oh, sorry, that hasn't done the up the top.
Gotta make it track up.
No, so go, that flight's up there, hit that. Wait, come up.
Azimuth 121, squawk again, 5771 please.
5771, Aussie 121. Put the autopilot in for a sec. So that selects which digit we're adjusting. So we basically have to scroll through to 57 if we want to 2 clicks. One more click.
For you, flight level 390 or 410.
Yep, and now that'll adjust the last 7. The real one actually has a dot above it, but it wasn't modelled on this.
Correct, 94.
Yep.
Whatever the call sign is.
It is 1942 available, flight level 390 or 410, your choice.
I will take 390 if that's right, Everest 9242.
Ask again.
We don't deviate for weather.
Emirates 9242 again, you request.
We just go straight through.
Would we be able to take 390 please for Emirates 92?
Can you get
42.
weather on the radar?
Not at the moment. We did have. There's a bug in it at the moment that causes other issues, so we've disabled it out the back.
Gotcha.
Out there. Yeah, normally last year we could, but some of the updates fixed something else broke, something in the weather radar.
Yep.
So it causes other things to go off.
Cuando retorne a frecuencia 134.5, por favor.
Debe comunicar 134.5 primero, Doral de 32.
Four pages.
Holy crap. 5000.
Sean American Control, buenas noches. TACA 310, decolado de la mesa, 76 millas para Kirap, en ascenso para 6,000 pies. Buenas noches.
Good evening, Box 35 with you, just passing through 0,
Gotta love it.
430.
Box 35, contact climb maintain 370.
Climb 370, Box 35.
Sean American Control, muy buenas noches. TACA 396, como usted, 6,000 pies, 59 millas fuera de Kirap.
TACA 396, contacto radar, siendo mantenga 330.
330 para TACA 396.
TACA 310, contacto radar, siendo mantenga 310.
Yeah, the Airbus goes into detents.
Yep.
Being faded, just sits there. Where, a Boeing would obviously be throttling up and down on auto.
Emirates
This just sits there, and
1942,
then at 20 feet,
it
counts the adult down, and at 20 feet it'll say retard. You just pull the throttles back, and that's, you sort of,
Flying 350.
the attitude that it sets up on, once you pull the power out, at about 10 feet, you literally just give that a tiny little squeeze just to catch it, and it settles on the runway.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So basically it lands itself.
For the most part, yeah, like a Boeing and a lot of Boeing stuff, they're really flaring. This just with the way it sets nose up on approach, by the time you pull that out, bleeds 5 knots off. Just give it a little squeeze, and it just settles on the runway. It lands pretty, once you get the hang of it, it lands pretty easy. The biggest thing is it's got a lot of inertia. So like Mark's approach there, trying to get it to roll back out, just doesn't want to do it.
It just takes time. So basically the roll axis is a bit sluggish.
Yeah, and if you're here like that, you actually want to be catching it right before, because if you catch it come on center line now, you're off the other side. You end up getting a big tank slapper in and just doing that the whole way down.
Right, yeah. So basically you set the mark.
Yep.
All right. So it'll do 0.79
So it'll do 0.79 up to 39,000. Yep.
39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. 39,000. when do you transition from speed to Mach?
About 27,000 feet, 29,000.
Placa 396, asciende y mantenga a nivel de vuelo 300.
Don't know if we're going to get that all right.
300 para el TACA 396.
Just.
What are we getting real bumpy about now?
Yeah.
Cargo Lux 20 Alpha Foxtrot, contact Airman Control 134.5.
Yep. That's pretty realistic, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of us like actually flying the sim at night. We just think it looks better.
Yeah.
It's more immersive at night.
Yeah.
When it's daytime, it's really easy to see that it's a sim. You know, you can. The daytime doesn't look as, you know, obviously it's even sometimes out in the cloud and you just look out there at night time and the way the cockpit lighting works.
Yeah.
It feels a bit
feels better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Center Alaska 705, climbing to 7,000.
Alaska 705, radar contact, climb maintain
So hopefully next year,
10,000.
weather radar will be back and TCAS.
Climb and maintain 10,000, Alaska 705.
That'll be good, you'll know where the other guys are.
Yeah, so at the moment we
Cargo Lux 20 Alpha Foxtrot,
just another app we use. Same app where I showed you the traffic outside.
Yep.
We just
Placa
go,
310, asciende y mantenga a nivel de vuelo 300.
Mateo 350, TACA 310.
so there's a Perth,
Placa 310, asciende y mantenga a nivel de vuelo 300 por tráfico.
Yeah.
that does Worldflight. They're in front of us.
Tráfico para TACA 310.
Apart from that, I think we're almost. We are the last team. The next lot of guys. There's one a little bit further on, another one there.
Cargo Lux 20 Alpha Foxtrot.
That's two teams there. That's another team. The rest of these guys are just punters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's Speedbird 47 Charlie. They're the guys that run a lot of the event out of the UK.
Bravo at level 310, heading 189, reading.
Army Whiskey 7 Bravo, radar contact, maintain 310.
Maintain 310, Army Whiskey 7 Bravo.
We don't get too stressed about being behind a lot because tonight the whole event stops for 3 hours.
Does it? Oh, so you'll catch up.
We'll just catch up
Yep.
in the stop. We put a little bit more pressure on from about Thursday afternoon.
Yep.
I mean, nothing this week, us being an hour and a half late, it was our fault.
Yeah.
It's not like the guys have just not got in on time and you know, everyone's in on time and everything. It's just delays in people getting in and out and some of the airports we've gone to.
That one is clearly fairly tricky.
Yeah. And I think there's been a few of them back to back.
Yeah.
You know, or at least in, you know, a 2-day stretch, which just slows everything up.
Yeah. I'd imagine the window will be pretty easy to get into.
Yeah.
The weather looks good, it's pretty flat.
Yep.
2 runways.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really struggling, isn't it, with the turbulence? Doesn't want to get up to 39,000 feet.
Block 35, flight heading 020.
Can go to 41.
Block 35, heading 020.
Okay, same as the legit.
Yep. So to go to 41, but
Placa 310, asciende y mantenga a nivel 350.
41 you'll have about a 30 knot margin between
stall
B&E and stall.
Yeah.
Confirm,
Giant 1471, contact center 134.5.
600 for
Good part about not this leg so much because the guy in front of us is a 7.
Giant 1471, contact center
We might get these 3
134.5.
guys depending on what they're flying.
Yep.
24.5.
7-3s can only go to 37. So we get up above them because we're faster. We sit at 35, we generally get told to slow up.
Got it.
They don't really deviate us to go around. So we sort of, most of our flights are 37 and above.
Got it.
Just to steer clear of them.
Yeah, to get it over and...
Especially on a leg this long.
Yeah.
This is one of the longer legs.
Alaska 705,
I think the average leg time
350 for
is
Alaska.
like 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Okay.
So you'll get some that are, an hour and 25.
Yeah.
The longest leg is Saturday morning, and it's 5 hours.
That's a long one.
That's the longest leg.
Yeah.
We don't generally go above 6.
Yeah.
Which, coming the other direction, it swaps directions every year. Coming the other direction, if we come from the States on the way home,
You hit a few headwinds.
well, if we come from the States and they don't want to cross over from Alaska and come down through Asia, they do sort of like a San Francisco, Honolulu, Fiji, they do that. Mainly because there's 737s in the official teams, we can't go outside their range.
Got it.
There's 374s and us are really the only heavies. Everything else is 737.
That kind of makes sense because all the parts would be able to be pretty easy to source.
The two most common sims that are built are 737s, and there's a lot of A320 sims. There's a lot of parts built. 737 is by far the most common because there's good software for it, and a lot of people build 737 parts.
Yeah.
So we actually run the software we run is actually just that knob above that one there. Just turn that towards the window. Yeah, there we go.
Center a very good evening to you.
The
Juliet.
We actually run A320 software, but there's a guy that built an A330 sim knowing there was no software for it. And what he did was got on to the guy that built the A320 software and said, can I have the source code and modify it to be an A330?
Okay.
Being that Airbus is really good like that, but all the displays look the same. And he just needed to change the back-end system stuff, engine performance and, getting APR and some display stuff in the way so everything's working. Yeah, it's really good. It's got a good flight model. It was really good. We were able to, when Kevin Sullivan came and did the Channel 7 documentary, he set up high, it felt really good. It felt quite right, but he said the only thing was when it got down low on the approach, he was putting too much input in. He said you were putting too much input, and we were able to actually tune that out.
Okay.
And so it's pretty close now.
Oh, excellent.
So it was good having his input.
Yeah, having a real A330 go.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Notice on your checklist you had KC30 written on it.
Yeah, so that's again why our call sign is Aussie.
Aussie.
There was no reason for that apart from, so when we taxi around, we come up as a KC30. Everyone sees us as a Royal Australian Air Force KC30. The model has the pods and the boom.
Got it.
So they see us taxiing around in Honduras as an Australian Air Force plane. The only reason we did that was because flying around the world, I mean, we've even got Qantas flights on this leg.
Yeah, I heard Qantas.
Because guys that are, if he's sitting in Melbourne and he's like, I'm going to jump on and do that Worldflight leg, he could be sitting there on his laptop and a joystick. And he always flies as Qantas 770.
Got it.
That's what he always logs on and flies as. So they jump on and so you'll always get, Virgin, you'll get British Airways, you'll get Qantas, you'll get Jetstar, you'll get all sorts of stuff, Uniteds and everything else, and Southwest.
Yeah, Alaska.
Exactly, you'll get all that sort of stuff. And the reason we're Aussie is because we never hear another Aussie. So you can sort of half tune out from the radio because you're not listening for Qantas 121. Yeah. As soon as you hear Aussie,
you pick up.
Yeah, and the amount of newer guys that sit in this seat, and you'll be sitting over that seat and we'll be chatting like this, they don't even hear the Aussie, but because we hear it straight away because we're so used to it, that's really the only advantage of why we use it, because we can half tune out and not worry about listening,
and it's going to catch you.
Exactly, yeah. I think once in 8 years of Worldflight we've heard another Aussie.
Oh wow.
And it was coming back into Australia. Some guy was flying a BBJ and came on as Aussie 15 or something.
Oh, how cool's that?
So yeah, it's the best advantage to using it, and it's it's not because we wanted to fly a military plane on the network or anything. It was just
it worked.
It was a call sign advantage. Yeah.
Well, gotta love that.
Yeah.
OC 121, contact Center 134.5.
34.5 for Aussie 121. So that one over there.
Yeah, what was the frequency?
134.5.
Vaca 310, resuma velocidad normal.
134.
Keep going. Yep, and then transfer button.
Alright.
Yep, and then red button's your transmit, so passing 370 for 390.
Yeah, what are we, Aussie?
121.
Aussie 121 passing flight level 375 for flight level 390.
That's you 121, summer, welcome.
It's funny, some places you'll go in the world, they call us Alpha Sierra Yankee 121 because they don't know what the Aussie is. So we put it in our flight parameter marks now and we don't really get it anymore.
Yeah.
We'd fly through places and they'd talk to us and Linton would be there and like we'd be going, who's this Alpha Sierra Yankee bloke they're trying to talk to? And we're like, oh crap, that's us. That's us. And this bloke's not responding.
Yeah.
So most of the time, guys that do their first Worldflight actually do this seat first.
Oh really?
Yeah, we actually start them as captains and they graduate to the co-pilot seat.
No, because there's a bit more...
There's heaps more to do in that seat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much for the most part, you know, when you got guys like Dad and I in here, you know, I help him with this box and just to save him time and, you know, setting codes and other stuff, but
yeah.
The more junior guys do a few more legs in this seat because that one is a lot busier. Radios and everything getting out. I mean, for the most part, I just taxied out and took off. Dad was doing everything else.
He was doing everything else,
yeah.
Yeah, definitely the rate of climb drops off when you get...
It certainly does.
When we got about 350,
yeah.
It really dropped right off.
So we have it about 50% passengers and 50% cargo.
Okay.
So it's not really heavy.
Got it. And you don't have much fuel.
So 242 tonnes is the max gross weight. Around that 160, so...
Gotcha, so we're very light.
Yeah. But taking all the passengers out and the cargo and then trying to land with 10 tonne of fuel, it doesn't want to land.
It just floats.
It does not want to land. So we actually added a bit of weight into it just to help it get down.
Get down.
But it'd be good if there was like a passenger and cargo jettison button. So, or sorry, an addition button, so you could take off without them and fill them up on the approach.
Fill them up on the, yeah. Got it. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
No, yeah.
And Qantas 100, contact London Center 124.55, yeah.
124.
So no point
for Qantas 100, yeah.
From 8 o'clock Sunday morning through till 9 p.m. Saturday when we finish, will we ever be on CTAF.
Yeah.
We will always be talking to someone. Most airports have a delivery. If not, it defaults to ground.
It defaults to ground, yeah.
But yeah, it's ground, tower, approach, departures, centre, all the way through.
All the way through. That's great.
That list there right now over there is our control list on the next iPad. Yep. So that's our ATC interface.
Yep.
That's what connects us to the outside world.
Yep.
Most legs, this is obviously just the part of the world we're in.
Approaching 390.
That would actually be full off the bottom of the screen. There's that many controllers locked on. Through Europe, because European centre controllers, their sectors are like 25 miles.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's so full.
Buenas noches, contacto radar, nivel vuelo 330, bienvenido. Contacto radar 330,
And the funny part is too, we're you'll go through. I don't know. There might be some guys that jump in their Cessna 182s and jump on the network, or Learjets, or even 737s, and every Tuesday night in the States, they fly from Orlando to I don't know, somewhere on the East Coast.
Somewhere, yeah.
And that's what they do. And all of a sudden, Worldflight rolls through. And they're parked there and they look outside and they're like, man, it's busy tonight. Because they just, some of the people on the network just get oblivious to other things that happen because they just use it for their, little Tuesday night flight there with their group of mates. And all of a sudden they're like, why are there 100 other airplanes parked here today?
It's so busy.
Yeah. We've had guys even jumping there like, man, it's busy tonight. What's going on? It's like, I said, Worldflight.
Yeah, cool.
And so the network releases NOTAMs for the event.
I was going to ask, so people know that you're coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they release them not only for people knowing that we're coming through, but also, I mean, it's planning with the network happens 5 months in advance to coordinate all the local divisions.
Yep.
And the controllers, and to sort of give them a heads up of, right, we can't have people on 8-minute departures, and we can't have people spaced 10 miles apart. Yep. They reduce it. It's very, very, very reduced separation in some aspects. Like you'll get a guy that...
Well, just in their departure, I was really surprised how quick they bang, 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 bang.
And so they try as much as they can to really push that on them, because it's all well and good for the guy that's just doing this leg.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter if he's 40 minutes late.
Yeah. But
for us, the 13 teams that are trying to meet a schedule and land in Sydney a week later...
That's tricky, yeah.
30-minute delays, 3 legs in a row. It really adds it up.
It knocks you around.
It does.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll get, occasionally they'll get an Aussie 1-to-1, are you guys ready for departure? And they'll be like, take that intersection, you guys are next. And, we skip 10 planes in the queue.
Yeah. So 0.84, it'll just creep up there.
It'll just slowly creep up there.
Yeah.
You can do 0.85, but you see how close it gets to the tape up there? The reason I stick it at 0.84 is because of that weather update.
Yep.
It all of a sudden might change. And it'll as soon as it goes into the tape, the flight director comes out, the autopilot comes out, like all sorts. It just takes you a couple of minutes to reset everything.
Got it.
So I just go for the sake of 0.01 mark.
Which is nice.
I just leave it at 0.84.
Yep.
The overspeed will go off at 0.855.
Got it.
So I don't muck around with that 0.005. I just leave it.
Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not too much wind up here either.
No, it's good.
Light.
Yeah.
Pretty light.
The other day I think we had a 125 knot tailwind.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I had one of those in real life the other week.
Yeah.
It's like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Control, good day, Emirates 9242.
Emirates 9242, Cinema, good day.
You can see guys every now and again that, they say to fly on real world weather when you're on the network, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
Just like you don't have to have up-to-date nav data.
Oh, you don't?
You don't have to. You just put it in your remarks on your flight plan, no nav data, and they'll basically get you to a waypoint and then just give you vectors.
Got it.
Controllers don't love it because it's all work for them.
That's work for them.
But so occasionally you'll be flying along and you'll see a guy in front of you, or all of a sudden a guy will appear from underneath you. And, we're cracking along at 0.85, and you just see this plane going like this, and you're like, all right, he's wearing a 50 knot headwind. You go, okay, clearly he doesn't have real weather on because he's not cracking into a 50 knot headwind.
Gotcha.
But we probably won't get. See if we're mowing anyone down. No, they're too far away. Traffic airborne above about 5,000 feet is only displayed within 20 miles of us.
Okay.
So we're not actually loading all these people in.
Got it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So the 747 is actually extending on us.
Really? And how do I get that display up? I just minimise this?
That iPad doesn't have this app.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
It's too old.
Got it.
Yeah. So that they're hand-me-down iPads.
Yep.
Just like the laptops under there, or for a long time the sim was a dumping ground for people's e-waste.
Got it.
Oh, I don't need this laptop anymore, where can I take this?
Oh.
So
can use it.
A lot of Dad's old ones are really good because they're quite high spec, but we've had people drop off their, $350 brand new Officeworks iPad that's 10 years old, and they're like,
yes.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys need it? No, we don't. We don't need that.
We're good.
Literally up the back in Linton Shed, there is a box of laptops and computers, and
oh, wow.
there'd probably be about 10 laptops up there that were they're a bit past it, but We just haven't thrown it out yet.
Haven't got rid of it yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Icon 300, flight level 310.
173 Kansas, and welcome.
So in the cruise it burns about 6 tonne an hour, but for the whole flight you can bank on 7 tonnes an hour with the climb.
Yep.
I think a 7.4 is about 9 tonnes an hour. And they're faster than us. They can do about 0.87, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Where 7.3s are down at like 7.8, 7.9.
Okay.
That's why we don't stay at their altitude.
Yeah. Because you're overtaking the whole time. Yep.
I mean, we've got, especially this thing being light, you know, on a 3-hour leg, they're reasonably up there in weight.
Yep.
Where on a 3-hour leg, we're really light.
Really
so
light, yeah.
A 1 minute departure spacing, we're behind them at 8,000 feet.
Yeah.
So we sort of, you sort of make an assessment to go, right, I'm going to actually climb out high. Like, I'll take a hit on airspeed and actually get up higher before him.
Just overhaul them, overtake them, overclimb them.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool toy.
Yes, awesome.
Yeah.
It's an awesome toy.
It's funny how, people hear about it, and like especially like guys like Greg Dugan, who from CA, who he'd heard about it, but he was, when he finally came out and he just walked in the back door and he went, "You're freaking kidding me." I was like, "I tried to tell you."
Oh dear. It's literally like a real flight simulator.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Incredible.
This box here was actually bought from. We got these 3 used from the guy that made the 330 software.
Yeah.
So there's only 3 A330 sims that are home built in the world.
Okay.
Us, the guy that sold us these parts, and the guy that sold us some of the real parts. It was like the 3 of us just exchange parts all the time.
Yeah, how good is that?
And so we bought the initial 2 off him, and there was just a piece of timber there. That was blanked, and that only went in after last Worldflight. It's new for this Worldflight.
Okay.
And the only reason we bought it is he upgraded his. He actually bought real MCDUs and backdoored them and made them work.
Okay.
Just because they're real and they feel a lot better. We didn't really mind. But the reason we bought the 3rd one off him is not because we need it, but because it's actually the same age as these 2. The newer models, the backlighting is slightly different.
So supportability.
Not so much supportability, but if we had to swap one in or buy a new one, it would look slightly different in the backlighting.
Got it.
So it would just look a bit funny.
The harmony in the cockpit would be weird.
So we bought it because he bought all 3 at exactly the same time.
Yep.
So it's also, say for instance halfway through Worldflight 1 failed, it's literally pull that one out, drop it in there, plug it in, and it goes.
Gotcha.
But it doesn't support 3 actual MCDUs, so it only runs the function
of an
ACARS data link to get weather. That's all it does.
That's all it does.
But it's really handy.
Yeah.
So that down on the bottom list of those controllers, there's an ATIS for an airport, which is MHTG.
Oh yeah, I'll believe you.
On the left-hand side, the bottom frequency. Go up a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that there.
Yeah, 1.8 decibels, right?
So on the network, if you got the mouse and clicked on that, that would come up. So all this guy's database does
is reference
that and displays it in a format that looks right.
That's
all it does. Yeah.
Okay.
So if no one is logged on as Sydney ATIS, or if the tower controller, if there's no one logged on at Sydney, this wouldn't work.
Got it.
That only works if a controller has logged on and provided the ATIS.
Got it.
The other way we can get weather is through these boxes, and we go weather ACARS, so MCDU menu, and then go weather ACARS. Now we can type any frequency in any airport in there.
Okay.
And what that does is actually tells us what weather is set in the sim.
Got it. So if I go Kilo, was it Mike?
MCO, yep.
MCO.
And just hit weather request, it'll say pending, and that's, yeah. So they should be the same. Because that's what the controller has set as the ATIS for the airport, and that's what is set in the sim and updates every 5 minutes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wind's a bit different, but that's right.
This, we might refresh this. Depending on how often the controller might be too busy to update his ATIS.
Got it.
Zero 010 at 7, that's 004 at 7, so...
Bloody close enough.
Yeah.
Yep. 10 kilometres with smoke. Few 5,000. Bargain.
So yeah, pre this box, that's how we got our weather.
That's how you got your weather.
And that's, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because that's what the live weather program is inputting into the sim, and we can just get a reading off that.
Gotcha.
And it's really good because we don't have like VHF1 and VHF2, they don't actually work, it's only VHF1. You can listen on VHF2.
Okay.
You can't transmit, but there's more background setup, and it's, yeah, it doesn't work as well. So we only run on VHF1. Yeah, the LED light's blown on that.
Okay, got it. I was
yeah.
Right.
So obviously, we'd have to jump off the frequency to listen to the ATIS, to then jump back on, and if he's tried to talk to us in that time, so it was just a bit, yeah. So we used to run that, but now we just run this, which that's been really good.
Take care. And Cairo Luke 20 Alpha Foxtrot, contact Lavana Center 124.55.
Alaska.
So when they go, I think it's me and
Luke
and I tonight on the graveyard shift, we'll go from Gander across to somewhere.
Ireland or someplace like that.
Yeah, it might be even Iceland or somewhere.
Level 330.
At some point we'll have to do a couple of position reports.
Yep.
So we've got a progress page which puts a position report up for us.
Yep.
So all we have to just go is direct, or we're tracking the blah, and it's all there. There's no actual sitting there and fitting out our oceanic reporting. It's just all that. So progress, and then hit report. That'll be our position report.
Oh, perfect. Yep. Table, flow link, let's go 557.
Please, Tango November 60 here with you.
Tango November 330, Cinema, welcome.
So that in the sort of home sim community, there's a couple of hundred around the world.
Yeah.
There's only 12 that do Worldflight, and so having that Worldflight attachment sort of comes with a bit of, I don't want to say status, but it carries a bit of clout.
Yeah, a bit of cred.
So the guys that develop this app, I get an email every now and again about development ideas and stuff, and so they sort of can reach out to us.
Oh, that's good.
And the guys were talking the other day about this other app here with the traffic on it.
Yep.
I'm going to send an email after and say, right, what would make your app tip-top is if you can now incorporate the traffic into that. Effectively turn it into Oz runways.
Yeah, turn to Oz runways or TCAS. Yeah.
So just being able to go, oh, well, that's where we are, but who's around us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. It would just be the last thing that app needs, and it would be really good.
Because that little TCAS function on those runways is quite useful. Yeah. As long as you've got at least 3G.
Yeah.
3832, contact Havana Center 124.
I'm actually amazed how far you can get 3G out to sea. It's flight level fuck knuckle, but
yeah,
you go, holy shit, I got other aircraft.
Yeah.
Dragon 1431, contact Havana Center 124.45.
12455 for Giant 1431, thanks, good day.
Good day.
It's where we train some of the guys that have no aviation experience to listen to the... I know the call sign in front of us is Giant 1471.
Yep.
So you listen to him because you know what's coming for you.
About 2455, Doral 232.
The guys get in the habit of, you know, approaching top of descent or pre-top of descent, listening to the star clearances that the guys in front are getting as well. And so it's all entered by the time it comes through, and you're not having to actually write everything down. It's the advantage to Worldflight because everyone on this leg is flying to the same place. So you don't have to go, oh, I wonder where that bloke's going. You know where they're all going and what they're getting. And you can hear that, 10 planes in front of you have got to hold it wherever. So you go, okay, we're probably going to be holding there too. It's when what happened on Mark and Ranger's flight where planes are forked off everywhere and the blokes are going in here and there and you just go, I don't know what's happening anymore.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes the controllers
doesn't help you don't have a TCAS indication.
Yeah. The top of descent function is on the next change for the software too.
Okay.
It normally throws top of descent at about 300 miles out.
Oh, okay.
That's
what that is.
Which is a long way out still.
Yeah, okay. 1,000 feet per minute. Yeah, no, it's not going to work.
We normally, at 37 to 40,000, you're looking at about 140 miles.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Makes sense.
And once we crack the speed brake out, put the boards out, it'll descend at 3,500, 4,000 feet per minute. No trouble.
Oh, I saw.
Yeah.
2.5 easy on the last flight.
Yeah, we've got the range of experience in guys in here. Would range from guys like Danny and another bloke, Luke, never flown an airplane for real in their life.
Yeah.
But they can do both seats, no problems.
Wow, that's amazing.
All the way through to guys like Ranger, who's flown F-18s.
Yeah.
And last year we had a Qantas 7-4 captain with us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I suppose that the thing we like about it is, there's guys here that would never cross paths before.
Yeah.
And, you see them, like Ranger and Mark had never met before until 2 minutes before their flight.
Got it.
And they jumped in here and just chatting away and, guys that never meet each other meet up here and,
It's a great level there, isn't it?
Yeah. And, most guys, we don't, I don't always fly with Dad and I don't always fly with, I think I've only got 1 or 2 legs with Dad this year.
Okay.
I
was looking at the roster and went, I think I might go and watch that one.
Yeah, there's all sorts of, guys will, we try and get everyone to fly with everyone at least once.
Yeah, that's good.
And last year, it was the first time Bill, the ex-Qantas captain, had done Worldflight with us, and so he did 3 legs, and I rostered him on with me, Jamie and Linton, the 3 guys that own the sim, and I tell you, we're the 3 guys with the most experience in here, and the 3 of us learnt so much.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was just about, we'd done 6.5 world flights, but, it came halfway through the week, so we'd, 6.5 trips around the world in this, right?
Yeah.
You'd think we knew a lot about it.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, taking back a couple of pegs here, we really, the stuff he showed us, we just, we'd sort of were like, an approach brief, we'd do it at 80 miles at, 15,000 feet. He was doing it, 200 miles out.
200 miles out at flight level 4.
Yeah, I reckon we were 60 miles in front of the plane. He was 300 miles in front of the plane.
Yeah.
And all the other stuff that he considered, and the 290 knots on climb and descent up to 29,000 a foot, that was Bill. He just went, don't let it try and do it itself because it'll just do this.
Got it.
He said set the airspeed at 290 knots was the Qantas procedure, and and as soon as we did it, I was like, man, that really does that really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But I think it was just that, that 25 years of operating a big airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a flight model which kind of represents the aircraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he had, he kept saying, he goes, there's no steering wheel. And he even said about the FMS, I mean, it's FMS and a Boeing or an MCDU and an Airbus.
Yeah, they're different.
He said everything, like he knew where everything had to go. It was just which pages they had to go in. And he'd get there and I could see him like, sort of tapping it, like knowing to look for something.
Yeah.
And I'd sort of go, what do you need to know? He's like, I want to know like this, and I'm like, oh, it's in this page here. And then he'd start diving into the pages, and he'd be like, oh, okay, so that's there, and he'd go, okay, you can actually adjust this in there, and I'm like, I didn't even know you could do that, and just stuff that he would do to go, okay, put these limits in and do that.
FMS is an FMS.
Yeah. It was just, where the data was is what he wanted to know. Yeah, he was really good. Really good.
That's excellent. But he's not on this year?
No, his wife had to travel to Victoria.
Ooh.
And she came back the week before Worldflight, because obviously they lived together.
COVID.
He's got to isolate for 14 days, which was his second week of isolation was this week. So he rang up the week before and was like, sorry mate, I'm out.
Yeah. That's a bit of
understandable, but yeah, good guy.
Yeah.
Has a Maul Orion little tail dragger plane.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's retired. Retired 2 years ago. He bought a Maul Orion and just flies out of kind of near the paper mill there. There's a little rush. Yeah, he flies out of there. Yeah.
Yeah, how cool is that?
Yeah. But yeah, we've got a guy did our demo video for this year. He's a firefighter with Linton at the base, and I think he's got 3 hours in a Cessna 152, and came in here and all of a sudden was like, I don't know IFR, I don't know, like he didn't, like, circuit radio calls are different to IFR radio, and so he was just listening, he just zones out, he's like, mate, I got no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, like, you
pick it up, though.
You do, yeah. And you talk to Linton, whose only aviation, like, flying experience is in here, right?
Yeah.
And, he'll say, well, we're building a Cessna sim up the back. It's a completely new learning curve for him because he only knows big airplane IFR.
Yeah.
Half the guys have never learned how to actually, enter circuits and, do VFR nav and stuff.
Exactly.
So it's completely different.
And now you're actually having to look out.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
And you're below 1,000 feet.
Yeah. And the funny part is too, we sit there and, we get all wound up about how good the scenery looks at airports, but you never look at it. Like,
you're busy pushing buttons.
Yeah, you're pushing buttons and taxiing and checking this, and by the time you're on the runway, like, I barely even saw that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've downloaded really nice scenery for airports before that we're going into. And some of them are $50 or $60 to buy.
Wow.
And then we turn up in the cloud at night, and you're like, well, that was a good $60. So
it's just need the lights, thing.
Yeah. Moving trim wheels is next on our list.
Oh, okay.
They don't move at the moment. They don't do anything.
Don't do anything.
That's our trim adjustment there. It auto trims.
I was going to say, isn't it an auto trim?
Yeah, so it auto trims, but we set 2 degrees on takeoff. That's what we set when we leave. I mean, it's probably not going to auto trim now because it's fairly stable, but it would auto trim. But so in flight that would just
move backwards and forwards. Yeah. There you go.
Next on the list.
So you'd end up
just a motor down there. There's a little gear all the way down there. And so we had to build. The reason the sim is so high off the ground.
Yep.
It's a bit of a spaghetti factory. But
it
goes. The hole in the floor is to accommodate the actual mechanism on the bottom of the throttles.
Got it.
The whole mechanism and the way that it all links up and the thrust of it, because these actually go into a hydraulic feel unit.
Yeah.
Because there's no cables connected to anything.
Yeah.
It's basically just a lever on a ram, and the ram just pushes in and out a plunger.
Oh,
it's got the plunger's got holes in the end, and it just pushes in and out through hydraulic fluid just to give it the force.
Yep.
Yep. That's all it's for.
Okay.
And most of that's all down beneath the floor.
Yeah, and you want to give yourself a bit of room to actually be able to get under the work.
So the previous iteration of this sim, we joke and call it Mark 1. This is Mark 2.
Yeah.
Mark 1 was on the floor. All the cables had to run over the roof. It was a pain in the neck to work on.
Yep.
There was cables going everywhere. There's not the only stuff that's on the roof is the USBs for that and some power for the lighting. Everything else is under the floor, and it's so much easier to work on.
Yeah.
It's really good. The TVs got upgraded. We started out with a single projector out the front.
Just one?
Just one projector, which was kind of like flying with tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be sitting there, and basically that's all you could see, right?
Yeah. But you realise how much you use.
We did one Worldflight with a single projector screen, and you'd sit at a holding point, and the guys, you'd be, behind the, arriving A320 line up, and you're like...
121, contact Havana Center, 124.55.
Aussie 121, 124.45. Wilco, okay.
Take go.
Yep.
Aussie 121, maintaining flight level 390. Okay.
Come back. Oh, it's 1245.
Oh, sorry.
No, just ran it over there. Like that.
Aussie 121, maintaining flight level 390.
Oh no, is it? There's that bottom, see right over there, the top three on the left hand side, is it 12455?
124.55.
Yeah, okay, we'll try that.
35,
that's okay.
Flight level 380, squawking 4736.
So Fox 35, good evening, maintain 370, continue on course.
Maintain 370, continue course, Fox 35, thank you.
Good evening, Aussie 121, maintaining flight level 390.
Aussie 121, good evening, maintain 390 on course.
Wilco, Aussie 121. Yeah, you're right. Definitely need some traffic on that display you've got there.
Yeah.
So the memory hogs, are they?
Yeah, I suppose because they run for so long, they just get a bit...
Yeah.
Let's restart it. Yeah, it's a good event. It's just different, we don't, kind of funny, you sit here for, 2.5 hours at night, somewhere in South America, and then all of a sudden you'll get...
Velocity 3738, contact map.
You'll walk out there,
2.7, adios.
and it'll be 25 degrees and sunny, and you're like, wow, it's not really what I was expecting it to be. You get so sort of, you get locked into it being night time.
Yeah.
Velocity 7.
Virtual jet lag.
Yeah. It must have been a spill like that in the radio.
738.
Yeah.
Contact Miami Center 132.7.
And this sort of...
Over to Miami on 132.7. Thanks for your help during Worldflight today.
This time of the week, it's not too bad because during the day, here it's night time in the sim where when it's 2 o'clock in the morning you're on a graveyard shift.
It's daylight.
It's daylight, so it kind of keeps you going a bit.
Yeah.
I did the first night and it was night time in the sim and it was just,
oh man, that would hurt.
The second, we do 2 legs on a graveyard shift and so the guys just swap seats.
Swap seats.
And yeah, it's brutal. The second leg is horrible.
Yeah.
The first leg you're kind of like, right, and you get there and you land, you swap over and you're like, halfway through the second leg, you start reconsidering why you're here. Especially when it's quiet. Like if it's like this, it's really not good.
No, it's actually surprisingly quiet. I thought it would be a lot better.
It is, yeah. And I think it's because we're at the tail of the pack.
Yeah.
And again, it's probably that lull in, it's not quite late enough. The next leg will pick up a bit because more Australians will log on, being that it'll be after sort of 5 o'clock.
Yep.
And it's also gone a bit too late for the States.
Yes.
So you're in that sort of crossover. It's too early in some places and too late.
Too late in others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're sort of like Mark, and probably the leg before that was getting a lot of American people sort of later in the day. And
yeah, they voted. They get home, play on the sim.
Yep. So you'll get some legs which are, quiet like this. And, we say quiet, there's still probably 45, 50 planes on this leg. I think they had 170 something on the first leg from Sydney to Adelaide.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
A couple of years ago we went to Queenstown for the first leg.
Yeah.
At the time the first planes were landing in Queenstown, the last planes were leaving Sydney. So we had a conga line of airplanes.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So you can go on that, traffic and just see the line extending across the bight.
Yeah, just follow
all that, like 10 mile separation.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Completely unrealistic.
Yeah. I mean, we left out of Sydney, and in the cruise, we could see about 4 or 5 contrails from other planes going to Adelaide. You just see them, just spattered over there and there.
Gotcha.
It always throws a bit of a spanner in the works when a guy comes opposite direction. He'll go.
Same height.
He'll go, I'm going to go from Adelaide to Sydney. And when everyone's going the other way, and you just see this bloke just slice through everyone. Comes through at 1,000 feet, so, just like, oh, there he goes.
Yeah. So the side stick priority, so you mucked about with that before. Is that just to allocate who has side stick control?
Yeah. So it disconnects the autopilot for 1 press. 2 presses gives me priority, which basically disables your stick.
Got it.
To cancel it though, I have to hit the button on your side. So Dad, when we were disconnecting and reconnecting, I'd hit it just after Dad had disconnected the autopilot, which instantly meant I took priority.
You took priority.
Which it's not a massive deal to leave it on, but
no, it's just if you knock it,
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, fly by wire too. If it punches the autopilot out.
Got it. Now I was under the impression that the Airbus stick didn't move, so it actually does move. Okay.
It doesn't move if it's doing inputs.
Oh.
So if it does a turn, it will stay absolutely dead straight.
Got it.
The only way it's going to move if you put an input to it. Or a Boeing or a Learjet or anything, it'll actually sit there.
You sit there and the stick will...
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah, on autopilot it stays dead still.
Got it.
This one's same manufacturer but different model. This one's got hydraulic rams in it, so it feels accurate.
Yep.
That one's the cheaper version. It's got springs in it.
Okay.
That's only because we fly from this side.
Yeah.
It was half the price, and this was nudging $3,000, so we weren't going to spend that on both sides.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. That's a lot of money.
And I'll tell you what, it was, for a while we didn't have controls at all on that side. And so we'd get visitors to the sim that would, hire it off us for a bit to, take a relative, or come and, fly the sim, and we sit over there. For, someone who's never flown a sim before.
Yeah, you can't.
And we're just kind of like, good luck, champ, because I can't help you. Like, I've got no controls. So as soon as we added controls to that side, you can demonstrate it or you can take over, and made it so much better.
It would make so much easier.
But yeah. I mean, really, we don't Worldflight. They don't really get used.
Yeah.
They're there, but.
Yeah. So how's things at CAE?
It's good. I don't have a heap of involvement with Romeo.
Yeah. So obviously with COVID you can't travel.
I can't travel, but lots of spares sales.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of remote support.
Okay. So you dial in and.
Yeah, I did. I spent a week and a half doing remote support for Israel.
Okay.
So I was starting work at sort of 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh wow.
Staying up,
till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and just being on the phone for them.
Yeah.
The first day I stayed up and had about 3 phone calls when they had issues. Second day was probably 1 phone call. I think the third day I didn't hear from them. And I was like, well, that work. And I got an email, you know, a message at the end saying, yeah, no, all good, today went well.
Oh, good.
And then the 4th day they had big issues. Okay. So I was on the phone between them and Montreal and trying to get them, And then the Friday was alright, and then the last 2 days of the following week, sort of a couple little things, but yeah.
Okay.
Lots for Indonesia too, trying to help the Indonesians out.
Oh, the hooks.
Yeah. Some Saudi stuff. I got a guy travelling from training centre in Abu Dhabi to Saudi because I can't go.
You can't go.
So I got a pretty competent guy over there that's going to go over, and I'll just support him remotely.
Okay. Is he a Brit or?
He's an Emirati.
Oh, local.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So obviously we're about to hit Pop Cove. So with did you end up sorting out that program for the tanker trainer?
That's what the guy's going over there for.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of constant. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, a bit weird that they didn't have the same OEM.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, no upgrades either. You know, the aircraft revision is at like revision 8 or 9. Thank you.
I'm
good. Yeah, the aircraft revision's at like 8 or 9 and the sim's still Rev 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'll grab this one. You'll be better trained than anybody else.
That's Linton's going to be listening. I know he will be. And he'll always be like, oh, how come you never told me that? And I have told him that, but he just forgets.
Yeah.
Qantas 7300 Havana, good evening, maintain 310 on course.
Oh, yeah, it's just like a Learjet, isn't it? I'm going to have to pay attention next time I do an AITC flight and see how the pilots manage the FMS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whiskey got 1 or 2? 1, I think. 750, GTN 750.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got nothing else to do, so you may as well go up and have a
Yeah,
look what they do.
I'm sick of reading books on my iPad, so I may as well go and have a look. Yeah, we got another aircraft that does IFF testing for the ADF, and it's a boring as batshit mission. All you do is turn it on, and if it shits itself, reload the crypto.
Yep.
So I really should pay attention on those flights.
Why?
yeah, good point. Yeah, why? Yeah. Actually, it's actually not too bad because you get to fly with the air affairs pilots. There's 2 aircraft configured.
Yeah.
And
Havana Center, good evening. Japan Air 875. Flight level 330.
You do see some differences between the air
Japan
affairs
Air 875, Havana, good morning, maintain 330, continue on course.
Maintain 330 on course. Japan 875. Good morning.
And they've got a wider background. There's a couple of guys that flew Jaguars and a couple of ex-US Air Force F-16 pilots.
Yeah, okay.
So you get some good stories on those boring 4-hour missions.
You hungry, Sambo? Do you want anything?
No, I'm alright.
Aussie 121 Havana, say Mach number.
Yes.
And Havana, this is Aussie 121, Mach number 0.84.
0.84, Roger.
Roger. Roger.
Emirates 9242 Havana, say Mach number.
I guess we're going to get told to slow down soon.
Maybe not.
Around 232.
Negative. Emirates 9242.
In terms of Worldflight teams?
No.
At the back?
No, just People in front and behind.
Yeah, there's a 7-4 in front of us.
Emirates 9242 Havana.
So he'll go ahead.
There's a big gap in front of us, which is good.
Okay.
But I think the guy he's talking about...
He's behind us.
The guy in front of us, 232. He's a fair bit lower. Oh, I've only got 20 knots on him. It's a guy behind us. Guy behind us is same speed.
Okay.
Two planes in front of us, we got 50 knots on that guy.
That might be the problem.
Yeah, he's just worried about this cluster here getting too close.
Yeah.
But I think we're alright because we've got a bit of a gap.
Yeah. It looks like a bit of a gap there.
Yeah.
Center, Alaska 705, level at flight level 350.
Alaska 705, good morning, maintain 350, continue on course.
I must admit,
Maintain 350 and
I would like to
continue
go
on
to,
course, Alaska
like to, go to
705.
Havana. That'd be awesome.
Or do you rum or do you cigars?
Havana, a very good evening to you. Pink 31 Juliet at flight level 330.
Pink 31 Juliet Havana, good morning, maintain 330.
Maintain 330, Pink 31 Juliet.
Do you remember Grant Claudia?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went there about three years ago.
Okay.
Brings it was fantastic.
Is he retired?
He got forced to retire about 3 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, because of COVID. He was going to he was going to retire with the 747 anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
And he just got retired 6 months early.
Yeah. He probably knew Bill, one of the guys in the group. Bill Barker, captain.
He probably would. Yeah, he probably would have. Yeah.
Because Grant would have been a captain too.
No, he wasn't.
Wasn't he?
No, he was the top of the tree of the first pilot seniority list. So
Okay.
he
Stayed there.
stayed there so he wouldn't get fucked around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. I would have actually become a captain. And
There's been a few guys do that though. There was an ex-tracker guy years ago, GT James.
oh
He,
yeah,
he
I remember him.
Yeah, he stayed as an FO.
Did he?
I've got a good life, I get paid well enough and I don't have all the heartache.
Yeah, and just turn up to work twice a month and job done.
Pete's dad did the same.
Did he?
Yeah, Pete's dad was a 7-4 FO for 15 years.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, GT's just easier.
Yeah.
And
no
I
stress.
don't need it,
Yeah, so that's what Grant did.
Okay.
Yeah, Craig said you get just as much like flying.
Yeah.
Because if, on the trip, I flew, on the trip home you swap over.
Yeah.
So it's, So it's always how it works, so.
Going to fly over our house, mate?
Yeah, we'll do a low flyby.
Ask for a detour to 4701 Eaglesham Drive.
How long did you guys spend in Orlando? 3 years?
Bit over 2 years.
3 years.
Do that. Weather update.
Yeah, good.
And that's why the speeds dropped out. You can always hear it because there's no other reasons why the engine should change just like that.
Ah.
You can always tell when it happens.
Gotcha. 40 knots of wind up the chuff.
Yep.
As opposed to 10 knots put a crosswind.
Yeah.
So where's current time on here?
Bottom middle.
Okay, got it.
Or there.
Or there, got it.
Cargo looks 20 Alpha Foxtrot, contact Miami Center 132.7, good night.
Also on your watch.
True. I guess Zulu is Zulu, isn't it?
Yep.
Minutes may not be...
Cargo looks 20 Alpha Foxtrot, Havana.
That's not.
One out.
Cargo looks 20 Alpha Foxtrot.
Switch to Miami 132.7, good night.
Miami 1327, good night, Cargo looks 20 Alpha Foxtrot.
Yeah, I must admit, it's actually pretty logical. It's not. It's well thought out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, even look at the overhead, and you know, each panel is labelled.
Yeah, and it's not nicely labelled, and you've also got sort of the
Diagram,
flow diagram to help you get the context right.
We've gone and visited it, you know, a couple of guys with 7.4s and a couple of guys with 7.3s, and they're like, oh, jump in and have a go. And we're like, Linton and I sit there and we're like, how do you start it? It's like, you know, some of the start switches will be here and the other half are over there, and then there's, you know, fuel pumps here, and then, you know, then there's other. It's just like, why can't they just put it all in one spot like the Airbus?
Yeah.
And the couple of guys with
contact Miami Center 132.
Boeing sims have come here and they're like, man, that is really nicely laid out, isn't it?
Miami Center 132.7 Giant 1471. Thanks.
Test pilots have done like Pax River. They reckon the toughest thing when you go to evaluate an aircraft you haven't flown is how to start it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the hardest thing.
Yeah. Well, I must admit, this seemed pretty easy. It was basically get the ignition on, turn it on.
Well, FADEC helps.
Yeah. Yeah, I must admit, from the Romeo, I was really surprised that. Yeah, I wasn't surprised because I already did. Yeah, there were so many lost opportunities for Brit taking the aircraft to the 21st century, but I kind of missed it. Bit of a shame.
Yeah, militaries aren't known for their keeping up with technology.
Yeah, actually, I'd put it more to rotorheads. I think the rotorhead guys just either aren't forward-thinking enough, or they're the very poor second cousin to everybody else.
Yeah, it's also the military engineering machine.
Oh yeah, there's
where
that,
you've got to certify everything, and
oh yeah,
you know, by the time you get it into service, it's 10 years out of date.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a reserve day yesterday, and having to explain how the MTS and the Hellfire work, and it was just like I was trying to explain it, and I was thinking to myself, yeah, it's a pretty fucked up system. Just so it's like, yeah. I said, look, yeah, the HMI is rubbish, but it's really good. Really
Eva 122, contact Miami Center 132.7. Have a good
night.
Look at the
timeline between like the A330 Neo, or you know, when the 787 first flew, to when it was in service, to something like when the F-35 first flew, to when it was in service.
Oh, it'd be 3 times longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got weapon systems and stuff, but even so, you know, and a lot of that's just the military engineering machine, the certification, and like civilians have the certification.
232, contact Miami 132.7. Buenas noches.
132.7, Doral 232. Buenas noches.
Seahawk, the contract specified 386 processors. By the time the contract was signed and in vogue,
it was obsolete.
You couldn't buy them anymore. Yeah, but it's specified. We don't want to be seen off or ripped off. We want 386s.
Sim builds are the same.
Are they?
You know, an RFT or something will come out for a sim build, and some of the performance specs it's got to meet. You're like, you do realise if I put this in now, by the time you get it, it's going to be 3 years out of date. You're not going to be able to get any spares.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Well, don't specify it now.
Yeah.
Just say it needs to be capable of this.
Yep.
Yeah. They'll say it needs to do exactly this. Well, okay. That's already a year out of date. Like,
are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm going to charge you extra to scale it back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, where civil sims are different. An airline will just ring up and go, I want a 787 sim. All right, no worries. Where military stuff is like, it needs to be this, and it's got to meet this, and it's got to do that, and it's like, you realise the more you drill that down, the less freedom we have to give you a better device.
Yep.
Yep.
engineering authority here is pretty good though. Will that fit? Yeah.
I was telling Roscoe and the guys about your Wessex radio trial at the end of them after.
Yep.
Wessex radio trial?
Yeah, 1 month before the Wessex paid off.
Yeah.
We're at a meeting and the task came up and I said, hey, it was for an IFF trial.
Yeah.
I said, the aircraft pays off in a month and the machine was too hard to cancel the trial. So people said, go do the trial.
You're kidding.
And on the Sunday, before it paid off, like days before,
you submitted the report.
We did the trial, we did the flight. And I was so peeved, I said to WEO, I didn't want to do it. And it's an absolute waste of manpower, time, money. But yeah, it was the machine. Said, well, we can't take this out of the system.
That's ridiculous.
And I remember in the meeting somebody said, oh, we might bring them back into service. You what?
The reason you're taking it out of service is it's unsafe. So think about what you just said.
TACA 396, comunique Centro Miami, frecuencia 132.7, muy buenas noches.
Contactamos con Miami Centro 132.7, TACA 396, gracias. Feliz noche.
I found out yesterday I'm entitled to a new medal for Bursa, flying SAS around in Wessex.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Becoming like the Americans.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can see what's going to happen because every time the ship goes to the Middle East now, they all get a medal.
Yeah.
But if you go to the South China Sea now, you don't get anything. So there's actually people that are upset that they won't be getting medals to go to the South China Sea.
Oh, what?
Like, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hello, it's your job.
It's your job, man. Yeah, it's about time they pulled out the list. Actually, I found out, you know how they put APKWS on the Romeo?
Yep.
Now, obviously, in the South China Sea, well, you're not going to use an APKWS. And they got asked, okay, can we withdraw the APKWS out of service? And the squadron said no. Well, that's what the squadrons pushed back. And but they've been told, get rid of it. Don't know.
Right.
So they should get rid of it because there's no point.
Yeah.
So all that faffing around for the last 3 or 4 years.
And all the mods, it's not even mods to the aircraft, it was the mods to the sim, and it was mods to the Bromeo, and, the CMT to be able to fit it and do the practice, the maintenance on it. And
it's all gone. It will fade away.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But it makes sense,
Yeah.
So, choppers across to Miami Sea. So a bit less than an hour till we get to Orlando. Yeah. Obviously I'll jump out of the seat before you top the descent and all that sort of stuff.
You wouldn't expect this in Canberra much?
Absolutely not. I was kind of blown away when I walked in. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, it's incredible. But what I think is amazing is everything does something.
Yep.
Except that.
TACA 310, comunique Miami, frecuencia 132.7, muy buenas noches, hasta la próxima.
132.7 con Miami Center, gracias, buenas noches.
Hey, Sambo.
Yo.
Did you give him a go at flying it up here?
Nah, he's not qualified yet. He hasn't done ground school.
Oh, that's true.
I haven't done 6 months of ground school yet. Haven't passed the NATOL school quiz yet.
Exactly.
It's actually, yeah, the left-hand joystick's all damped. The right-hand one isn't.
Yeah, he mentioned that the this one's just got a spring.
Yeah, the other one's hydraulic dampers, which is pretty good. But yeah, it's not something you expect in basically a granny flat in Canberra, is it?
Definitely not. That's just incredible.
It's funny, we've had people turn up to look at it, you know, and they go out there, and like they see the live stream, and they're like, oh, okay, so like, where are these guys? And they're like, just on the other side of that door. And they're like, what, like through there? And we're like, yeah, like we don't sit here for a week and watch those guys, like, they're just in there. They just don't get it.
Yeah, it's just incredible.
So you're going to sign him up as a second officer? Yeah. He's not FO qualified yet, though.
Dispatcher.
Yeah, can't read a checklist yet.
He's had a FAM ride as a dispatcher or in the nav cell. Had a good group this year, haven't we, Sambo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam was mentioning you try and rotate the schedule so everyone gets to fly with everybody else. It sounds a great idea.
Yeah, but it's still a scheduling challenge if you think about it, because you get into a sleep while awake groove.
Yeah.
So you can't move people too much.
Yeah. Those circadian rhythms. And people have to work.
Yeah, I mean, and that was the thing I was going to say. I think we've got 11 or 12 guys.
Yeah.
You know, some guys aren't available, you know, until 5 o'clock, so they might only get, you know, 2 or 3 legs out of the week because, you know, just the way it works out. And then I think there's 6 of us that are got the whole week off. So there's only 6 of us for the whole week, but then the other 6 guys just jump in and out when they can.
Yeah.
First 1 or 2 Worldflights, we
first
only had 6
Worldflight.
people.
Yeah, first Worldflight we did the whole thing with 6.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you must have been...
Yeah, it wasn't real fun.
Yeah, you must have been trashed.
Kind of surprised we came back the next year, really.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
you would literally do a leg.
Yeah, there was no back-to-back legs. And it was, you know, we didn't even have the graveyard shift of 2 guys in here. You did a flight and you jumped out, like it was horrible.
Oh, man.
And there wasn't too much, there wasn't a lot of, you flew a lot with the same guy because of just the way it worked out.
You didn't have enough flex on the schedule.
It was hard.
One Worldflight budgie I had a flight trial on, and
Havana Pink 31 Juliet.
I flew about 6, would have been
3-1 Juliet Havana.
18, 20 hours. Havana,
I'm picking up some feedback from
Worldflight.
Miami.
All in the 1 week.
Frequency are they on?
It was just, at the end of it...
132.7.
You would be.
Okay, I will see if I can get it shut off on my radios. Thank you so very much.
It's amazing. You're right about how the fuel flows there. It's actually seems pretty lean.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 ton.
Yeah.
Round figures. Did you chew up a fair bit? What were we chewing up yesterday? 1.5 ton or a bit under 1.5 ton, just sitting idling on the ground in the queue.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So you can see why they...
RC 121, contact Miami 132.7, have a good night.
Havana, good evening, this is Aussie 121, switching 132.7. G'day.
So long.
0 Alpha Foxtrot, contact Miami Center 135.17, good night.
Yes, they're the Americans.
So you got a frequency code books, 20 Alpha Foxtrot. It's 135.17, 3517.
3517, cargo lux 20 Alpha Foxtrot.
Miami Center, good evenings, Aussie 121, maintaining flight level 390.
Alpha Sierra Yankee 121 Miami Center, or Aussie 121 Miami Center, good evening.
Aussie 121.
Yeah, thanks for the remarks, that helps us out.
No problem, Aussie 121.
Giant 1471, contact Miami Center 135.17, good night.
Exactly what you were saying earlier.
517, Giant 1471, good night.
Evil 122, descend and maintain flight level 310.
Descend and declare 310, Evil 122.
Taka 310, clear to the Orlando airport via direct Pahokee, Papa Hotel Kilo, the Bairn for arrival.
Alright, roger, clear to Orlando via the Pahokee, VOR, Papa Hotel Kilo, controlling the Bairn for arrival for Taka 310.
What have I done there?
Switch to nav.
Ah, got it.
And Doral 232, just want to verify still doing Mach 0.76.
Probably nothing on them, but the top row of buttons there give you constraints and airfields and waypoints. So just randomly press one and see what comes up on your screen, if anything.
Oh yeah. Okay, gives you a bit of SA.
Yep. Constraints is really useful. You're flying an RNAV or a departure. Gives you the speed and altitude you're supposed to be at.
Doral 232.
Come up before we go all the way out. You'll get a bunch of stuff popping up there.
Yep.
It's too far out.
Yep.
But even calculating en route altitudes and stuff all done for you. I don't know why they pay them so much.
Yeah.
And Doral 232, nothing heard.
Everyone's going to...
Jeez, I hope we don't get 3-5 right.
What was that, mate?
How far the taxi is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mayday. You can have hot brakes at the end of that.
What's the weather? What does it say? 36 left. 35 right. What was that, bitch? 35, was it?
3-5 right, 3-5 left, or 3-6 left.
Yeah, okay. So it is one of the duties.
We'll request 3-5 left, I think.
36 left.
Does it say 3-6 left?
Down here.
Yeah, okay.
Sure you don't want any?
I'm right.
X-Ray Bravo Sierra, X-Ray Bravo, clear direct to Pahokee and say your Mach number.
Clear directed to Pahokee is currently at Mach decimal 68.
Well, I guess we've got about 30 minutes till we get
I assume that's all you got.
Orlando, I guess.
I've got maybe Mach 0.7. Roger, normal speed's fine.
I'll get out when Neil gets back, I'll get out of the seat. Give you time to get all your pre-brief stuff.
Miami Center can do Mach .73.
Alright, X-ray Bravo, Sierra X-ray Bravo, clear direct to Bern and maintain Mach .73 or greater.
Mach .73 or greater to Bern, Sierra X-ray Bravo.
Taka 396. Descend and maintain flight level 310 and maintain Mach .74.
Descend, maintain flight level 310 and maintain Mach .74. Taka 396.
Aussie 121, descend and maintain flight level 330 and maintain Mach .76.
Aussie 121, descending flight level 330, maintaining Mach .76.
Just let it slow up first before we get it to...
Got it. Yeah, so you don't get
it. Once it starts going down, it just accelerates a little bit.
Got it.
Lulette, Papa Hotel Kilo Mach .06, Doral 232.
Thank you. EVA 122, contact Miami Center 135.17.
Miami Center 135.17. Yes. EVA 122.
And X-ray Bravo, Sierra X-ray Bravo. I'll show you a little left of Pahokee. Verify a right turn direct to Papa Hotel Kilo to join the Baron 4.
And X-ray Sierra Bravo, say again, please.
Doral 232, contact Miami Center 135.17.
135.17, Doral 232.
Taka 396, contact Miami Center 128.22. Taka 396, contact Miami Center 128.22.
128.22 for Taka 396.
Yeah, and X-ray Bravo, Sierra X-ray Bravo, I show you off course to the left. You should be direct to, oh I'm sorry, I gave you Baron. That makes sense because you're slow. That will work out perfect, disregard everything I said, and descend and maintain flight level 290 for X-ray Bravo, Sierra X-ray Bravo.
Thank you, descending to 290, Sierra X-ray Bravo.
Emirates 9242 Miami.
I think it was last year we had a flight where he vectored us off. You know, 050, and we're flying out that way, and he comes in 10 minutes later, he's like, what are you guys doing? Oh, sorry, no, I vectored you out there, come back, yeah. He comes in, he's like, what are you guys doing out there? I told us to go here. They just forget, it's funny.
Yeah, Miami Center, flight 35, just changing over to you at flight level.
So it gives us 0.76 down to 33. Gives us an indication of when we're going to get there. Pops on and off, but yeah.
So just set point.
X-ray Bravo, Sierra X-ray Bravo, contact Miami Center 135.17.
13517 Miami Center for Sierra X-ray Bravo. Thank you for your work. Next.
Good night.
So which runway's 36 left, is it?
Yeah, 35 right.
Hopefully give us 36 left.
So no ILS on 36 left, it's just an RNAV into there.
Emirates 9242 Miami.
Which doesn't really matter, because it does say expect visual approach.
Yep. How do you page down?
Left and right arrow,
okay.
So it's 2 or 4.
Glass 7300 Miami Center, good evening.
Yeah, I'm in tonight from, I think, 11 till 5 in the morning.
Emirates 9242.
This could be hard work.
Emirates 9242 Miami Center, good evening. Verify at flight level 390 and say your Mach number.
We're currently at flight level 390 and Mach 85.
Emirates 9242, thank you. Descend and maintain flight level 380 and reduce speed to Mach .80.
Down to 380 and Mach 80 for Emirates 9242.
Taka 310, descend and maintain flight level 310.
Descend and maintain flight level 310, Taka 310.
Yeah, you're right, there is only one RNAV. 36 left. Well, guess we'll get 35 right.
Aussie 121, slight change plans, maintain Mach .79er, please.
Mach .79er, Aussie 121.
Taka 310, contact Miami Center 128.22.
128.22 for Taka 310, health negative.
Aussie 121, descend and maintain flight level 310.
Flight level 310, Aussie 121.
Wow, 2,000 feet.
Woohoo! Big descent. And leaving flight level 330 for flight level 310.
Last year I got under the British guys that were doing air traffic control at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, can you stitch the current boys up?
35, reduce
And they're like, yeah, no worries. So, imagine we're flying 010.
Yeah.
They were like, Aussie 121, left turn 350. And they'd, as soon as they get there, they're like, Aussie 121, right turn 030. And they just, for like an hour, just had them doing this. And Linton was like, after about an hour, he's like, what the frickin'? He's like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah, Miami, I'm not
pissing ourselves out there.
To Orlando, I'm going
just get going like this.
to direct to the next destination.
Yeah. I think it got to the point where the controller got sick of it, so I'm not doing this anymore.
Speed and maintain flight level 370.
Normal speed, maintain 370, direct, stay fine, thank you.
Select 35, turn left heading 300.
So when you turn the
left
volume up in the radios, it comes out there.
Aussie 121, contact Miami Center 135.17.
135, decimal 175, Aussie 121. Miami, good evening, Aussie 121, approaching flight level 310.
Aussie 121, Miami Center, proceed direct Barron.
Proceed direct Barron, Aussie 121.
Docket 396,
Right,
proceed direct Baron.
Let me type in KM.
Direct Baron, Docket 396.
Can you
X-ray
hit
Bravo,
performance?
Sierra, X-ray
So
Bravo,
PRF,
maintain Mach
third button in,
0.75
top.
or less.
Go next phase. On the other side. X, yeah, that one there. So type in 30.24.
Maintain Mach 0.75 or less.
And put that in the Q&H tab.
X-ray
yep.
Bravo, Sierra, X-ray Bravo, Miami
temp
Center.
16. And then 350 at 6.
Ground 232, same Mach number.
We're maintaining Mach 0.06.
Ground 232, reduce Mach 0.73.
Oh, sorry, I need the slash in there.
Maintain level 240.
So clear that.
73240, but all
Yeah, so slash, yeah,
32.
0,
Evo 122, descend and maintain flight level 180.
Well, 180, Evo 122.
We don't know the runway yet, so we can't do a decision on it. So it flags a message saying that we need to put this data in.
Yep.
What we can do is...
Number 251, Charlie Victor, cleared to the Orlando Airport via direct Lima, Bravo, Victor, Coaster 3 arrival.
It's telling it we're in the approach mode now.
Got it. Right, well, I'll move out of your seat for your real co-pilots come in and do the job that he knows he's trained for.
He might prefer you.
160. November 251, Charlie Victor,
The other one screws up.
Sorry,
Hard to get good help in that same back.
For the Coaster 3 arrival, one Charlie Victor.
1 Charlie Victor, back correct. Break, Giant 1471, contact Orlando 12775. Good night.
12775, Giant 1471, thanks, good night.
Delta 713, Miami Center, climbing temp level 220, I have a reroute advised, ready to copy. Flight level 220, Delta 713. X-ray Bravo, Sierra, X-ray Bravo, Miami Center.
We don't have an approach yet.
Sierra, X-ray Bravo.
I put the band 4 in.
I called you a few minutes ago and I heard no
I've
response.
just put
Reduce Mach 0.71
the
or less,
ILS for 3.5 in,
Yeah,
but we don't know the runway yet.
Okay.
So later on it might just be change that
Evo
to
122,
3.6.
verify that's your best forward speed.
So 3.5 has an ILS.
Yep.
3.6 is just an ILS.
Okay.
Roger, Doral 232, maintain your best forward speed now.
Best forward speed.
Evo 122, maintain Mach 0.73.
Mach 0.73, Evo 122.
I'm going to get it's 44 miles to Pahokee VOR, maintaining 230.
Taka 310, Miami Center, roger. Yeah, Emirates 9242, Miami Center, roger.
Miami Center as well, be advised, we are 20 miles from top of the center, it's 9242.
Emirates 9242, roger.
Miami Center, November 7, correction, 371 Bravo, Charlie's with you, descending through 340 for 310.
November 321, Julie Whiskey, contact Orlando, approach 12775.
12775, 1 Julie Whiskey, thanks, have a good night.
Who else checked in?
371 Bravo, Charlie.
Number 371 Bravo, Charlie, Miami Center, hello. Delta 713, I have a new route, advise ready to copy.
Ready to copy, Delta 713.
Delta 713, clear to the Orlando Airport via Lima, Bravo, Victor, Coaster 3 arrival.
Clear to route change to Lima, Bravo, Victor via Coaster 3 arrival, Delta 713.
Delta 713, Rebecca. Aussie 121, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Descend flight level 240, Aussie 121.
Doral 232, descend and maintain 8,000.
Descend and maintain 8,000, Doral 232.
X-ray Bravo, Sierra, X-ray Bravo, turn left, heading 270. I have a new route, advise ready to copy.
Delta 270, ready to copy new route, X-ray Sierra Bravo.
X-ray Bravo, Sierra, X-ray Bravo, cleared to the Orlando Airport via direct LaBelle, Lima, Bravo, Victor, Coaster 3 arrival. When able, proceed direct Moans.
Proceeding direct to Moan.
So, I'm going to say that we're probably going to be changed to this Coaster 3.
We're 251 Charlie Victor, verify your direct Lima Bravo Victor.
We'll have to Popeye in the
radar vectors. So
just queuing up into the boondock.
Lima Bravo Victor.
Band 4 says expect vectors from knobs,
Taka 2,
which is 3 waypoints before Popeye. So,
righto.
Yeah.
How far is Popeye to Orlando?
EVA 122, reduce speed 250.
Yeah, not far at all.
Okay, so do you want to clear that discontinuity?
Can't, because it's a manual waypoint.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Righto.
So it would be...
EVA 122, reduce speed 250.
The way I've seen it happen is if it gets to there, he'll either give us vectors, and then or he'll say direct pressure. Yeah.
So we'll skip it.
Yep. You can clear it, but you have to delete the manual waypoint to do it.
Yeah, I saw that last night and wondered what was happening.
Yeah. It's the same on a departure. If you get a departure, it's basically fly runway heading.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, wanted to take us to the poll last night because it wasn't in the database, so we had to put in a manual and then took us a while to sort it out.
Yeah.
Everyone try to visit Number 1 Bravo Charlie, descend and maintain flight level 300. Is
that 230?
300, 1 Bravo Charlie.
300, 371 Bravo Charlie.
Emirates 9242, proceed direct Barron.
Thanks.
Emirates 9242, proceed direct Barron.
Direct Barron, Emirates 9242.
Emirates 9242, descend and maintain flight level 240.
240, 9242.
X-ray Bravo, Sierra X-ray Bravo, descend and maintain 10,000, resume normal speed.
Yeah.
Descending to 10,000, resuming normal speed. X-ray Sierra Bravo.
Delta 4528, contact Orlando approach 12775. Delta 4528, contact Orlando approach 12775.
Contacting Orlando approach, good day, please contact.
EVA 122, descend and maintain 8,000.
Descending to 8,000, EVA 122.
Aussie 121, cross Barron at 8,000, Orlando altimeter 3024.
Cross Barron at 8,000?
Yep.
At 8,000, altimeter 3004. Aussie 12.
Aussie 121, altimeter 3024.
3024, my apologies.
That's where that
Delta
comes in handy.
313, descend and maintain flight level 200, proceed direct Lima Bravo Victor.
Okay, Aaron.
Delta 713, proceed direct Lima Bravo Victor, descend and maintain flight level 200. Delta 713, Miami Center. November 1 Bravo Charlie, descend and maintain flight level 240.
So maintain 240, 371 Bravo Charlie.
What was the altimeter setting?
3024.
Okay.
Taka 396, reduce speed 250.
Reducing 250, Taka 396.
Delta 713, Miami Center. Doral 232, contact Orlando approach 12775. Thanks for the help, good night.
12775, say have a night, Doral 232.
Delta 713, Miami.
Flight level 180 transition.
Emirates 9242, maintain your best forward speed.
Best forward speed, Emirates 9242.
Taka 310, turn right, heading 010, vector resequencing.
Turn right, heading 010, vector resequencing for Taka 310.
And through.
30.
Taka 396, turn right heading 100.
17.5 now.
Yep.
100, Taka 396.
Delta 713, Miami Center.
Speed restriction below 18,000?
Way urgently
for
a cross
speed restriction below 18,000?
My
Okay.
routes now as advised direct to
I
Moan
think it's probably 10.
via
Delta 713, negative, proceed direct Lima Bravo Victor at this time and join the Coaster 3 arrival.
roger that, Lima Bravo Victor via the Coaster 3 arrival. Sorry about that one,
So you
Delta
reckon we'll
313.
get the same?
No worries.
Plus the 3?
I think that guy's behind us. He's already given us direct band, so...
Aussie 121, reduce speed 250.
Reduce to 250, Aussie 121.
That answers that question.
42, cross Barron, add and maintain 8,000, Orlando altimeter 3024.
Yeah, you're right.
Cross Baron at
better switch now.
8,000 and...
Yeah, it's all the way out here.
Sorry, altimeter 302.
Coaster unknown.
Yeah, they
Taka
you look
310,
at
turn
that, they're
right
coming
heading
in
180.
different way.
Turn right
Straight
heading
from the south.
180, Taka 310.
You got the VOR, anything programmed in?
Qantas 7300, Miami Center, roger.
Not yet.
Number 251, Charlie Victor approved, report back.
We go.
EVO 122, contact Orlando approach 12775.
Orlando approach 12775, EVA 122.
Taka 396, turn left heading 300.
Left 300, Taka 396.
Taka 396, verified descending to 8,000.
To 8,000, Taka 396.
Delta 713, requesting cancellation of flight plan. I have to actually leave urgently.
Delta 713, roger, after cancellation received, good night.
Have a good night, thank you very much.
Qantas 7300, proceed direct to Barron.
Dodgy curry.
Please, Russell. It's time for dinner.
We had a controller one year.
Taka
Can't remember who was
396,
flying.
proceed direct Barron.
He was like, sorry guys, I'm logging off. Mum says I gotta go have a shower. We were just like, right mate, see ya.
Taka 396, still show you level flight level 180, start descent at 8,000, please.
It's a mandatory altitude at Barron, which I would call band, but anyway.
XB, SXB, contact Orlando approach 12775. I appreciate the help. Good night.
All barn.
X-Ray Bravo, CXA Bravo, contact Orlando 12775. I appreciate your help. Good night.
12775, thank you, good night.
I reckon probably the best standard of air traffic controllers on the network are the Americans.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a large part, a good percentage of them, you know, and I say a good percentage, probably 20% of them are real air traffic controllers.
Yeah.
And a lot of the guys in their division that hold senior positions are real guys, so they set that standard for the guys that come and learn from them.
Gotcha.
There's a couple of real guys in Australia that hold seniorish positions in the network.
It certainly sounds like a real...
It does, yeah. And you can tell the guys that are all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Direct Baron, Japan,
Do you reckon we'll get radar
Taka
vectors from
310,
there?
turn right,
Otherwise you'll
right
have
turn
to
heading 300.
Possibly, yeah. I think that's why he's getting us down to 8,000.
It's mandatory at band, 8,000. Yeah.
I can't see them taking us all the way around.
Nor can I. Anyway, we can dial it up and see.
Ah, so there you go. Vectors after knobs.
November 1, Bravo, Charlie Cross, Barron, added, maintain 8,000, Orlando, altimeter 3024.
So get it again for 1, Bravo, Charlie.
November 1, Charlie, Bravo, Charlie Cross, Barron, added, maintain 8,000, altimeter 3024.
We'll cross Barron, add maintain 8,000, altimeter 3024. 1, Bravo, Charlie.
Taka 310, proceed direct Barron.
Assume direct Barron for Taka 310.
Qantas 7300, descend to maintain flight level 240.
Good night, Qantas 240, Qantas 7300.
We don't need engine any ice anymore.
Probably not.
plus 12, or plus 22, sorry. TAT. Not all that many aircraft in front.
No.
That guy's 3.5 going that way, so I reckon you're right. They're just vectoring the finals.
Yeah. Which I think being this side, we're going to get that 3.5.
Yep. You need the taxi practice anyway.
Doctor 310, maintain your best forward speed, please.
Maintaining best forward speed, I got 310.
Approach check.
Coming up. Oh yeah. Got the little pink dot.
Yep.
The approach checklist, approach brief. Yep.
Yep, we're all over it.
Yep. FMS data
is done.
Okay. ILS display mode, my side.
75 to center maintain level 240.
Landing lights.
On.
Engine mode select.
Ignition start.
Park brake.
Off.
Down the landing.
Altitude 121, contact Miami, correction, Orlando, approach 127.75. Good night, thanks for your help.
127.75 for Orlando approach. Thank you for your help, Aussie 121. Listening. Orlando approach, Aussie 121 is with you, 8,000. Or not. Still connected.
Let's just check the frequency.
12775. 12775.
Yep.
Approach 12775.
Yep.
Oh, I know what's wrong.
Oh, 775.
Yeah, hold on. That'll be better. Orlando approach Aussie 121 with you, 8,000.
Aussie 121 Orlando approach, the altimeter 3024, expect a visual approach runway 35 right.
Visual approach for 35 right on 30.24 Aussie 121. You nailed it, 35 right.
Tracker 396 to center maintain 4,000.
Just as a backup.
Maintain 190 knots until 35 mile final.
Get up.
To maintain 4,000 and we maintain 190,000. Sorry, 190 knots.
35 right.
Tracker 396, traffic is 12 o'clock and 8 miles, and EVA A321 on the visual approach runway 35 right.
We have traffic visual and Antica.
Tracker 396, follow that traffic, clear visual approach runway 35 right.
Okay, we follow the traffic and we're clear for the visual approach for your 35 right. Tracker 396.
I don't like the look of that
Tracker
ILS.
396, let's make the speed 170 till a 5 mile final, please.
Back up with a new one.
170 until 5 mile final.
11115. Yep.
EVA 122, maintain 180 knots until 5 miles.
180 until 5 miles, EVA 1.
Yep, you want me to key it in?
Yep.
Aussie 121, sliding 340 to center maintain 6,000.
By heading 340, descend maintain 6,000 Aussie 121.
Yes, that's effectively direct Fesher.
And 11115.
Approach g'day, Emirates 9242.
Emirates 9242, Orlando approach, say altitude.
And that looks better. ILS.
Yep.
EVA 122, contact Orlando Tower 118.45.
Tower 118.45, EVA 122.
Approach Emirates 98, correction 9242, passing 10,000.
Alright, 9242, thank you. The Orlando altimeter 3024, expect a visual approach runway 35 right.
Visual approach 35 right, Emirates 9242.
Alright, Roger, 396, looks like the traffic in front of you doesn't know what he's doing. Do you have the Orlando Airport inside?
We have the airport inside, back at 396.
Roger, cleared visual approach 35 right.
Wheel slip, speed brake.
The visual 396.
Orlando approach for November 371 Bravo Charlie with you, descending through flight level 140 for 8,000.
Aussie 121, descend and maintain 4,000, report the Orlando Airport in sight.
Descend to 4,000, report field in sight, Aussie 121.
Taka 396, contact Orlando Tower 18.45.
Switching to tower, Taka 396.
Got some flashing lights out the front, but can't make anything out yet.
Bravo Charlie, Orlando
17 miles.
Orlando altimeter 3024, check the visual approach from way
Bit far away to see it.
Yep.
Altimeter 3024, and we'll expect the visual 35 right.
Somewhere around?
1 Bravo Charlie.
Yeah, I'm just getting a bit ahead of the curve so I can slow it up once I get down there.
Job 232, are you on the frequency?
Okay, we should have it out here. I reckon that's it.
Yeah, there's flashing lights out there.
Yeah. Should be just right 1 o'clock.
Flaps 1.
Flaps coming to 1.
Emirates 9242, fly heading 340, descend and maintain 6,000.
I wouldn't call it yet though.
6,000, Emirates 9242.
Oh. Flaps 1 are out.
Good evening, Miami Center, Quantum 35.
It's me doing a good job of maintaining altitude.
Passing Lama at 12,000.
You think it's a good job?
Yeah, that's really a good point.
I'm not going to throw rocks. I was rough like that.
That's Qantas.
Okay, 35 right should be at 11 miles, 1 o'clock.
So I got some flashing lights out there.
232, 3,000, having 192.
Oh, yeah,
232 Orlando approach, I'll call you back. Aussie 121, the Orlando airport is 12 to 1 o'clock and 12 miles, report the field in sight.
Yep.
Aussie 121 looking.
Got the end of the runway lights there.
Aussie 121, in the meantime, turn right heading 360, advising you have the field, and descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000, right to 360, Aussie 121.
And Charlie, November Sierra 35, Orlando approach, I'm sorry, I don't know the call sign. You can expect the visual approach, runway 35 lights, and the Orlando altimeter 3024.
Yeah, I got it. It's already on.
Expect 35 right, we're Cronus.
Oh, you're flying it. Yeah, it's, I went both.
Okay.
Alright, I got the runway lights.
Cronus, thank you.
Sure.
Red light straight off the
Orlando
road.
approach,
Okay.
good evening, back at 310 is 6 miles, 2 miles to Barron, descending to 8,000.
Flaps 2.
Orlando approach, altimeter 3024, expect visual approach 35 right.
Took visual approach 35 right, 4, attack at 310, thank you.
Aussie 121 field inside.
Aussie 121, clear visual approach 35 right.
Visual approach 35 right, Aussie 121.
2,500.
Flaps 2.
Throughout 232, Orlando approach, you can expect entry for the visual approach runway
3, wheels
left.
running.
Climb and maintain 5,000.
5,000, visual 36 left. Any chance to get a 35 right?
Confirm visually.
Yeah.
From memory.
I mean, I could fit you in 35 right, but it's going to be a while because I've got a line of planes going all day right now.
Flaps full, speed brake is
Alright,
on.
5,000.
Landing checklist complete.
232.
Emirates 9242, descend and maintain 4,000, report the Orlando airport in sight.
4,000, we'll let you know. Emirates 9242.
Aussie 121, contact Orlando Tower 18.45.
11845 for tower. Thanks for your help. Good job. Aussie 121.
Number 371 Bravo Charlie, fly.
Aussie 121, finals 35 right.
Aussie 121, Orlando Tower, runway 35 right, clear line.
35 right, clear land, Aussie 121.
Number 11 Whiskey.
141 approach straight.
Yes, sir.
Roger, that's 141 Whiskey.
Taka 396 from Louis Kennedy.
I'll just program the go round.
Taka 396, taxi via Juliet, Lima, Kilo, hold short of runway 35 left.
Looking good out the front. Visuals lined
taxi
up with
Juliet,
slight
Lima,
right.
Kilo.
Yeah.
Taka 396. 1,000. Roger, and just hold short of runway 35 left, please.
Very bright approach lights. Visual on center there.
Lima, Kilo, hold short runway 25 right.
Qantas 100, heading 340, runway 36.
Red and white on the Barzy, going red.
34 down, first to start, left over, and Southside to Lima PDC, is departure frequency 24.8 or 27.75?
Yeah, sure, 24.8.
Looking good, slight left
24.8,
and slight low outside.
500.
Still slight left and low.
Caleb 199, runway 36 right, line up away.
Approaching centerline now.
KLM 199, line up away to 1836 left.
Back on combo.
International 167 inline, Bravo 1036 right.
Looking good.
Ukraine 167, Orlando Tower. Hold short runway 36 right, number 3 for departure.
Roger, holding short, number 3, 167.
20, retard.
Good job.
Oh, good day, Emirates 9242.
And we want ground. 121.8.
Emirates 9242, Orlando Tower, runway 35 right, clear land. 35 right, clear land, Emirates 9242.
Well, 100 airborne passing 1700.
2.
Well, that's 100, thanks, contact departure, see you.
Remaining.
Departure south.
Hey, I got us and it should be left on Juliet up here.
Meters remaining.
The high speed there.
Yep.
All clear. Aussie 121 is clear, 35 right.
Aussie 121 heavy, taxi via Juliet, Lima, Kilo, hold short of runway 35 left.
Taxi via Juliet, Lima, Kilo, hold short, 35 left, Aussie 121.
Taka 396, cross runway 35 left, contact ground point 80.
35 left. Oh yeah, got it.
Cross 35.
You're right for A to set.
Contact ground, Taka 396.
Yeah, post landings you can do them.
Yeah.
APU, KLM 199, fly heading 340, runway 36 right, clear for takeoff.
We're going near another runway. So.
KLM 199, heading
Nose light to taxi, I'll do it.
Let's take off on the
Landing lights coming off.
Tower, it's 9242 and November 3.
Up. Speed brakes
Emirates 9242, Roger.
Engine lights
Taxi via November. Juliet.
Brake fan.
Lima, Kilo, hold short number 35.
I didn't ever stand on them.
No, they look good.
November Juliet, Lima, Kilo.
Onto a leave on it.
Shorter 35 left, Emirates 9242.
Yeah, it said me ATIS to leave it on.
371 Bravo Charlie,
And
Indio
we didn't use. Alright, we're down to shut down.
371 Bravo Charlie, Orlando Tower, runway 36 right, clear land.
The left and right, hold short 35.
We're following that guy.
1 Bravo Charlie, confirm we are 35 right?
Yeah, 35 right, clear land.
35 right, clear to land, 731 Bravo Charlie.
One cargo 1404 heavy, runway 36 right, line up weight.
He's landing long.
36 right, Nippon cargo 1404 heavy.
Yeah.
Almost all the way down there.
He hasn't got much left. He did another approach, mate.
How much runway he had?
Yeah, as I said, he did another.
He's going around. Well, couldn't recover from that one.
Over 271 Bravo Charlie, turn right heading 090, contact approach 127.75.
Well, Flighting 090, 27.75 for approach. See you.
Heading 090 back to approach, thanks.
And hold short up.
Yep. Tower Qantas 25's ready and turn 36 right.
I wonder if we should be on ground now or tower.
No, because we've got to cross the runway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll switch over once we get across here.
Qantas 25 Heavy, Orlando Tower. Hold short, number 36 right, number 3 for approach.
Qantas 25.
Yeah, I guess he owns that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gala 199, contact departure, see you.
Contacting departure 124.8, Skyline 199er.
On Abbey Cross on my 35 off, kind of ground there.
That us?
Yep.
Aussie 121 cross 35 left.
Chicago 1404, Charles heading 350, my 36 right, left for takeoff.
Fly heading 350 and clear for takeoff, runway 36 left, Nippon Cargo 1404 heavy.
36 right.
36 right.
Ukraine 167, runway 36 right, line below.
London from out, white 167.
Aussie 121 is clear, 35 left.
60 on Bravo 10, looking to cross.
2 Indigo.
Aussie 121, connect ground 121.8.
121.8 for ground, thanks for your help.
We'll go for the thanks, 32.
Ground number, Sean Mike Lima, iPod to Little Rock.
Sean Mike Lima, clearance on across the on standby. We're 27 Lima Romeo, cross runway 36 right at Echo.
36 right at Echo, 7 Romeo.
Ground, Aussie 121 with you.
Aussie 121, Orlando ground, airside 2, taxi via Hotel 1.
Airside 2, taxi via hotel.
Orlando ground, good day, 122, heavy requesting taxi.
Airside 2, straight ahead, yeah. And hotel.
Papa 122 heavy, runway 36 right, taxi via Echo 5, Foxtrot, Charlie, Bravo 10.
Go to a gate, mate.
Roger, taxi, 36 right, Echo 5, Foxtrot, Charlie, Bravo 10,
No, they won't
122.
No.
How do you know?
Ground course 1065, Bravo 10, holding point.
Only extra add-on scenery airports.
Oh, okay.
Emirates 92.
We didn't buy that?
Not Orlando, we don't have, yeah.
Emirates 92, 42.
They might be there, but they won't work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
XM 1065, Bravo 10.
Across 1065, contact tower at 18.45.
1845, 65.
Emirates?
Yeah, they're there.
Emirates 9242,
yeah,
Orlando
yeah.
ground,
See how they're all
airside 2, taxi via Hotel 1.
SR 1, correction SR 2, Hotel 1, Emirates 2842, correction 9242.
Cool.
Yep.
Park.
Set.
Exterior lights.
Ground day, Southwest 2089, holding short, Juliet, received hotel.
Yep.
Flight director ILS.
Off.
APU.
Available.
Okay, and Indian Master 1 and 2.
Up at 2089, Orlando ground, good morning, runway 36 right, taxi via Juliet, Charlie, Bravo 10.
Yeah, won't need it.
36 right, taxi via Juliet, Charlie, Bravo 10, Southwest 2089.
6 slots.
Secure, checklist complete.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were waiting with 20,000 foot.
Requesting air raid clearance, Little Rock.
Jet 1471, your clearance is on cross number 2, standby. 7 Mike Lima, clearance available, advisory, copy.
Double 7 Mike Lima.
7 Mike Lima, cleared to Little Rock International Airport. Orlando for departure, then is filed. Maintain 5,000, expect flight level 470, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.8, squawk 0777.
Orlando for departure as 5,000 initial, departure 24.8, squawk 0777, number 7 Mike Lima.
Number 7 Mike Lima, read back correct, push inside at your discretion, advisory for taxi, expect only 36 right for departure.
36 right, number 7 Mike Lima.
Hanson J1 Vitz Bravo, are you happy for me to go with tower?
Tomjet 1 Victor Bravo, yes.
Switching to 1 Vitz Bravo, thanks.
Continue 767, tower 18, tower 118.45.
118.45, Britannia 767, thanks.
Double 1651, same for you, tower 18.45. Giant 1471, clearance available, advisory, copy.
Ready to copy, Giant 1471.
Giant 1471, cleared to Little Rock, Orlando for departure, line is filed. Maintain 5,000, expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.8, squawk 0735.
Orlando for departure 5,000 and expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure, and squawk 0735, Giant 1471.
Giant 1471, read back correct, push inside at your discretion, advisory for taxi, expect runway 36 right for departure. Remember, 27 Lima Romeo, tower now 18.45, sorry for the delays earlier.
18.45, see you, no worries.
Copa 254 Orlando ground, runway 35 left, taxi via Echo 1, Echo, Golf, Hotel 10.
Orlando ground, Sputnik 88 at 883.
And all I got was 88.
Yeah, that's going to be Sputnik 88.
Sputnik 88 or Orlando ground, hello?
Sputnik 88 has information India requesting clearance to Little Rock, please.
Sputnik 88 cleared to Little Rock International Airport. Orlando for departure, then filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 340, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.8, squawk 0707.
And we're clear to Little Rock with Orlando for departure, then as filed. Initial climb 5,000 feet. Expect flight level 340, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is 124.8 and squawk 0707 for Sputnik 88.
Sputnik 88, read back correct, push inside at your discretion, advisory for taxi, expect only 36 right for departure. 268 for departure, will advise ready to take access, but may carry it, thanks.
Delta 122, have you traffic with switch over to Tower?
Delta 122, yes sir, Tower 18.4, I'll have with you.
48.45, good day, Delta 122.
Southwest 2089, you can contact Tower 118.45, we'll see.
Contacting tower now, thanks for your service, Southwest 2089.
UPS 3207, ready for the text.
UPS 3207, runway 36 right, taxi by Alpha Bravo 10, hold short 36 left.
Okay, 35 right by Alpha Bravo 10, hold short 36 left.
Atlanta ground, g'day, United 651, request taxi.
Yeah, 651, Orlando ground, good day to you. Are you exiting Echo 4 or Echo 5?
Echo 4. Sorry, 5.
Roger sir, runway 36 right, taxi by Echo 5, Foxtrot, Charlie, Bravo 10.
Taxi runway 36 right by Echo 5, Foxtrot, Charlie, Bravo 10, American, United 651.
Ground, hello, Vision Jet 1, Charlie, Victor, vacated 36 left on Echo, going to signature.
251 Charlie Victor, signature, taxi by Alpha, good day.
Signature via Alpha 1, Charlie Victor.